Ho, ho. uh, Hello, everyone. Whoever is listening back, because I guess nobody's watching right now. Oh, this one person is watching. I wonder who that is. Um, but if you're listening back, I hope you're enjoying your Christmas. Hey, and if you're cooking while you're listening to this, tell me what you're cooking. Tell me what you're making. I like to listen to YouTube videos and cook at the same time. But I guess I'm in a bit of a rut when it comes to what to cook next. So if you guys have any suggestions, please shoot them there. We're here doing a little bit of activism in front of the same place we usually do it, actually. Hey, Enrico, nice to see you. Emmy, nice to see you here. Uh, yeah, the weather is quite terrible today. Like it's just hard to explain how terrible it is because it's wet, uh, but it's not raining. It's one of those, like, as I bite here, my glasses got super wet and there was no rain, absolutely zero. It's just water in the air, which sucks. They call it miser. The Dutch call it miser, and I guess it's because it's miserable. You guys, you want to try a social experiment?
Mm-hmm.
You okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Let me finish eating.
Yeah, sure.
YouTube channel. You want to be in the YouTube channel? I know. We're gonna ask you questions.
How old are you?
Finish eating so I can.
Okay, he's got to finish eating. That's okay. Can you guys hear me all right, by the way? I just started, so that's why. How old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old. Okay. I'm just going to turn this around and you tell me what you think, okay? It says animal abuse should be legal. Do you agree?
No.
Why not?
Animals shouldn't be abused. I think that animals have rights too, and if we abuse animals, they might get scars for life.
Okay. So animals should. What do you understand by abuse? What do you mean by abuse?
Abuse can be, what I understand is abuse can be put in things like saying something rude in like social media, physical abuse, sexual abuse. We have lots of kinds of abuses in the world.
Yeah, mental, physical,
Yeah.
emotional, right? Okay, I like that. Okay, and you say animals should not be abused, like cats or dogs.
Yeah.
What about cows, chickens, pigs?
Cows, chickens, and pigs? If we're talking about like meat, I could understand.
You can understand the abuse if you get some benefit from it.
Yeah.
So animals should be abused if we get benefit from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that really what you think?
I don't know. I never thought about this topic before, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's okay. I understand that. Like, a lot of us haven't thought about this topic before, but the reality is, do you think there's any difference between a cow and a dog that justifies abusing one but not the other?
No.
No, right?
Not really.
Because they don't get to choose whether they're born a cow or a dog,
Yeah,
right?
they don't get to choose. Yeah.
Exactly. So yet if you're born a cow, somebody will literally slash your throat for food. If you're born a dog, somebody will give you love, right?
Yeah.
What would you rather have?
Excuse me.
What would you rather have? A knife to the throat or love?
Love.
Love.
Yeah.
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 So then, do you think it's important that you show the same to the rest of the animals?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do think so.
Do you think that when you consume an animal product, whether that's meat, whether that's cheese, whether that's eggs, do you think an animal gets abused behind that product?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So then, do you think you can show, let's not even say love, but respect towards animals if you buy animal products, if you consume animal products?
If you consume animal products, wait, what's the question?
Can you really show respect, or I'm not even going so
Not-
far as to say love, but
I
like
don't
respect.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then there's two ways to go about this, right? Like, is it that you want to continue abusing animals, or is it that you want to respect animals?
I want to respect animals.
Yeah. Do you know what being vegan means?
Yes. You don't eat products from animals. Like we just came from eating a cheeseburger now with meat in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can have vegan cheeseburgers, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, being vegan doesn't mean not eating something or it's not a diet. It literally says being vegan means we respect animals. And a consequence of respecting animals mean we don't force them into slaughterhouses for us. It means we don't kill them because we can always choose other options, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel? How do you feel about it? Would you ever see yourself as going vegan and leaving animals alone? I want you to be honest with me, okay?
No, I would not see myself being a vegan.
Can I ask why not?
I don't know. Products from animals are really nice, and I feel in the Bible. I think like God sent Joseph to kill a sheep and put its blood on the door. So I think God made animals to be killed.
God
but
made animals for us to kill them.
to eat them, yeah, as
Okay.
like a product.
But do you think God is compassionate?
Excuse me.
Is God compassionate?
What's compassionate?
Does God show love?
Yes, he does.
Does God show mercy?
Yes.
Do you think God shows mercy if He put animals on this earth and gave them the capability to feel pain only for us to kill them?
No. No.
Then that could only mean that these animals are not on earth for us to kill them.
Okay, but yeah, okay. I
Maybe they're
understand.
just on earth at the same time as we are. Maybe we understood that God said we should kill them, but maybe they shouldn't be killed.
Okay. Okay.
Right? I mean, how would you know?
But like, what doesn't make sense to me is if God sent us to kill animals, why don't we eat them? Why don't we use them as a product?
But if God would make animals for us to eat, why would He give them the capability to feel pain?
Okay, I don't know. I don't honestly know if animals do feel pain.
They do, they do.
They do.
Have you seen a dog being kicked? Have you not recognized that they feel pain?
I don't have a dog.
Should go now.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
That's fine. Just
But-
keep in mind that while you're consuming animal products, you are being an animal abuser to the animals. Okay? And if you don't want that to happen, you gotta stop doing that.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one.
Ciao, ciao.
I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of sad to see a child so entrenched in religion. You guys want to try a social experiment? Ciao. Yeah. Hello, everyone who is here. Oh, there's quite some people here. 60 people. That's nice. Martin says happy holidays. Hey, Martin. Thank you. The radical veganerin Alexandra is here. So happy to see you out there. Thank you, Alexandra. There's actually a lot of people here. So I'm hoping we could have some conversations today. Yeah, it's but we'll see. You know, there might be a lot of religious talks today because of a certain religious holiday that happens today. It's as I said, it is very it's not kind of. It's very sad to me to see children bring up God as an excuse to kill animals. But you know, maybe some kids will get to think a little bit. You know, maybe you tell them once. Nick says, Chip, have a real hamburger once in a while. I am having real hamburgers. I just don't think animals should be exploited for them. Why? Do you think a hamburger is only real if an animal gets their throat slit? Is that the case for you? Is that otherwise it's not worth it? If somebody doesn't suffer immense pain, if they don't have their life stolen from them, if they don't get used as products, then there's no reason to consume a hamburger unless they. Hey, you guys okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yes.
Can you come closer so that you're in view?
Okay.
What's your name?
Kenji.
Kenji. Nice to meet you, Kenji. I'm Chip. What's your name?
Fatima.
Patman.
Fatima.
Fatima. Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
Also
from,
Can-
from France.
From France. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and you tell me what you think. It says animal abuse should be legal.
No.
No,
Why not?
illegal. We're vegan.
You're vegan, both of you.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Why are you vegan?
Many reasons.
Most.
But-
Yeah. Go ahead.
But we mostly are against animal abuse.
Oh, nice, nice.
That's
Yeah.
like the first one, let's say. And then there is for our health, that's a bonus. And then for the planet, it's a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, so being vegan means it's all about animals,
Yeah.
right? Everything else is just like a plant-based diet or whatever it is. But being vegan means we reject animal exploitation, so in all forms of it. Interesting. So do you guys do any form of activism for animals? Do you speak up for animals?
We try to with, let's say, people we meet, friends, family members, and there are already, changes within these little communities.
Yeah.
But activism, let's say going in the street for that, for me, it's a bit harder. But
Because you're shy to speak to people, right?
because it is hard to confront ourselves sometimes with changing people's minds.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I feel like that is a bit difficult.
There's
for
a
me.
mentality of like extreme vegans, and I feel like we're scared to be put into that like.
I understand that,
box.
yeah. Yeah, I understand that idea, right? I mean, I think I'm put in that box a lot of the times, but if I
Are
do...
you? What is your
I'm
channel
vegan, yes,
about?
yeah, I'm vegan.
Okay,
I
nice.
just try to speak to people and try to convince them to go vegan. That's
Oh,
all.
really?
Yeah, it's kind of funny that I met
You
two
got
vegans.
two
Yeah,
vegans.
yeah, but so if I pose a hypothetical to you out there where there's one dog being kicked on the street,
Yeah.
would you go and join that person? Would you ignore it and walk on by, or would you say something to that person to stop kicking the dog? What would you do?
Say something.
Yeah, definitely. The first intention is to say something. Then there is the mind that says like, oh, maybe it's not my business. Let's say.
Let's say you're in a safe situation, right? You
Yeah.
wouldn't get necessarily harmed in any way if you were to say something, right? What would you say that you want to do? What would you do?
I think I would say something even though there might be consequences to it. I feel like the harm of another shouldn't be in a way. And in the same way that you say it shouldn't be legal, that means we need to think about like, hey, this should be illegal to hit
Yeah.
a dog. So actually not doing anything is a form of me kind of
Accepting it.
accepting it, and maybe I'm also
Complacent.
yeah.
Yeah.
allowing this to happen.
Exactly, and it's the same way when we're vegans and we're not activists, right? It's the same thing. If we're not trying to speak up or doing some form of activism, and there's so many ways to do activism, right? Like you can literally just go do activism from your couch, like comment on videos. You can join activism groups where you don't have to speak to people if you're not comfortable doing that, but there's still a lot you can help. Like
Yeah.
with AV, you can hold a TV. With We the Free, you can help with, I don't know, just being there, speaking to other activists, whatever it is, like there's always more needs for activists. And if you're vegan and you're not activist, you're just the person walking by and you're just allowing it to happen, to continue to happen, right? But if you're speaking up, you're doing a little bit more, even if you're not successful at it, right? Like it doesn't really matter. The idea is to continue doing it because in order for a person to go vegan, they need to be exposed to the idea multiple times.
True.
So people who are vegan, that's all you got to do. You got to expose the idea, you got to tell people about it, and then that person maybe they won't go vegan on the spot, but the next time they meet somebody, maybe they'll get closer and closer, and at some point they go vegan. And then we save hundreds of animals and so on, right? So,
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are you vegan? What is your reason?
well, I saw what the dairy industry does I used to be vegetarian for health. And then I saw what the dairy industry does to cows, and I was like, oh my God, this is insane. I just can't possibly justify supporting this, so I went vegan. And after a couple of months of going vegan, well, it was a weird year for me then, but afterwards I said I gotta speak up also, so I went to Anonymous for the Voiceless first, and then We the Free, and now I also do it on my own, so
Whoa.
yeah.
great.
I've recently tried to join an organization in France called
Yeah.
L214.
Oh, 214, yeah.
And they also do kind of in the street they hold signs of the animals that were killed in
It's an
the time we
association.
began.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
do a lot of activism. They go, like, we can donate to them. And I feel like that's also a form of activism.
That is also a form of activism, but the reality, the best you can do is join them, right?
Yeah.
And also, it was also good for you because I don't know how many vegan friends you have, but I made all of my vegan friends through activism.
Yeah.
I met all of them by being on the street, and you make deeper connections when you share the same values. You know,
It's
it's
true.
a little bit
We
different.
totally agree.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're from Amsterdam?
Oh no, actually, I'm from Romania, but I live in Amsterdam. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Great,
yeah.
great.
But I've been living here for 10 years, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me ask you, what are you gonna have for a Christmas dinner? No, right?
Christmas
Oh,
dinner? Well, we're actually
idea.
Amsterdam has so many vegan options.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And his
More
grandma
than in
cooks
France.
is veganizing all the meals for us. We're lucky to
Oh,
have a
that's
family
so cool.
that
That's so
is
cool.
is very supportive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
my
really
mom
good.
also is getting more and more into it.
Yeah.
So that is a lot of fun.
That's already really good. Yeah, that's already
good.
really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to see fellow vegans over here.
Yeah.
And you?
I have no clue. I know we're gonna have a potluck tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna make some Mexican food because it's the easiest and
Okay.
and the most nutritious and delicious. It's good. Kind of balances.
Middle
all of them.
Eastern too.
Middle Eastern also?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't tried any Middle Eastern one.
I'm
would-
Syrian
you're
originally,
Okay.
so I have lots of ideas. if
What would you recommend?
Well, the easiest thing I think is like falafel and hummus, but we also have lots of dishes that you can easily veganize. Syrian dishes, and they're really,
Interesting.
really good.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Can you just share one so that the chat maybe looks into it?
There's
Share your-
sharbet adas, which is lentil soup, and it's really nice in the winter. And all you need is lentils, some spices, and some water, and you make a delicious soup, very cheap too.
Okay, I like that. That's nice. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, I'll look back and try to find the recipe. Okay.
Enjoy
well,
your day.
Say it again.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Enjoy your day. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas. What's
holidays.
your name?
And Chip. I'm Chip.
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 And
Nice to meet you.
yeah, you know.
Like your hat.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll give you a card. You have my channel name. My channel name is That Chip Guy.
Okay.
And you
love
also
it.
have it if you scan this code. If you scan this code or go on this website, you'll have in the footer. It's an organization with the free that I sometimes do activism with.
Okay.
They have several locations if you guys
Perfect.
want to do it. If it's the with the free, I find the best one because you have so many roles in there, and you have they're calm with you, they're nice with you, they're just all about the activists. So if you want to start somewhere, I think We the Free is a good way to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you ever come across vegans or not yet?
Sometimes, but not today. No, today you're my first vegan. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
And we were interested also, we saw a lot of Gouda shops. We were interested in the whole process behind it, and because they do portray it as a good thing, I think that's their
cheese,
marketing.
Gouda.
Oh, but it's still cheese,
cheese.
isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So
But we were curious and looking more into like where they bring the milk and everything.
Oh, they still do the absolute or most horrific things to
I can
animals.
imagine.
Yeah. They still exploit, like they still forcefully impregnate cows. They still take their
I
babies
mean, that's
away
the
from
only
them.
way you can get milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
the
And as
reality.
Yeah.
much milk as,
Yeah.
as in the Netherlands.
They do that a lot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do have some nice vegan shops that have vegan Gouda. So
Yeah?
Yeah.
we saw some,
yeah. Yeah, you also find some nice croissants. And a lot
Lots
good
of
stuff.
things
Yeah, you find
here.
everything.
Yeah.
basically.
Come to Amsterdam if you're vegan.
Yeah, I recommend vegan sushi bar if you want.
Oh, we wanted to
we
go
were
there
about to
today.
go there.
I didn't used to like sushi, but now I love it. It's just,
Yeah, we're planning to
I,
go
I
there.
changed too. Like in Vancouver, there was a vegan sushi bar. Before I didn't like sushi, and then I tasted
Yeah.
it. I was like, okay, I'm
Because
Yeah.
the
Convinced.
taste of raw fish is not good.
No, it's not. It's not.
When it's
not.
vegan, it's good.
Exactly. I love it. I love
Put
it.
a nice sauce.
I
and
love it.
everything.
I love it. I love it.
Well,
Okay.
have a great day, Chip.
Thank you. You too.
Chip.
Take care.
Bye. There you go. Some. You guys want to try? I saw you guys waiting. Hi. Are you guys okay being live from my
Yeah, of
YouTube
course,
channel?
of course.
What's your name?
Kai.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Kai. I'm Chip.
Nice to
What's
meet
your
you.
name?
Rafa.
Rafa. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Rafa. I'm gonna turn this around and you tell me what you think. It says animal abuse should be legal.
No.
Why not?
We go first.
Because like they basically don't have any reason to be abused.
So if you have a reason, it's okay. It should be legal.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it depends. Like, I don't think these type of animals they would necessarily do anything like severe. So,
What do you mean?
I mean, they don't. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I don't think there should be any reason to abuse animals in the first place. Like when it comes to cats and dogs, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I guess they're more household animals, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you take them to you shelter them and stuff. So,
So if a cat or a dog is outside the house, it's okay to abuse them?
oh no, unless one attacks you, then obviously.
Yeah. No, if it's in self-defense, it's a different thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
But
different
like,
thing, yeah.
just them minding their own business, they don't belong to anybody. They're just individuals on the street. Would it be okay to abuse them?
No, absolutely not. I mean, they're minding their own business. You should mind your own business.
What if you get some benefit from it?
As what kind of benefits though?
So I like every day,
Mhm.
I go pick up a dog from a street,
Yeah.
doesn't belong to anybody.
Yeah.
I hook them up from one leg,
Yeah.
and then I punch them to death. And I get a lot of exercise.
Uh,
So
mean,
it's
there's
very
a
healthy
punching
for
bag.
me.
But there's a punching bag. There's other options instead
Yeah.
of abusing.
Oh, okay. So if there's other options, abuse is not justified.
No.
True.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You can take out your anger on a punching bag or go
Well,
to.
it's not about anger. No, it's just about working out.
Oh, just by working out. You go to gym or.
Okay. So how do you feel about the other animals like cows, chickens, pigs?
Abuse as in for consumption.
Is killing them abusive?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say so. But I mean, we eat,
But I mean,
You
we have
know.
to eat, you know.
Yeah. Do you have other options?
of course. Like some people are vegans, some
Yeah.
people are vegetarians.
So then, how is that different from me punching a dog every day to death to get my health versus you eating an animal to get whatever it is that you want?
Well, I mean, cows have been a big part of our diet since a very long
Oh,
time.
I'm trying to make this a thing. I'm literally telling people to go around picking up dogs and
Uh-huh.
punching them to death.
But for health, right? Not
Yeah,
for
health,
consumption,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
Well, punching bags are a cheaper alternative, right?
Are they? I don't know. It's actually more expensive. What do you mean? A punching
Well-
bag is like 100 euros. The price you pay on a meal is the same price that you pay on a vegan
Well,
meal.
I mean, it's not every time you can find a dog. Are you talking about here in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
It's not like you can always find a dog here in the street, right?
I can find, even if it's not a dog, a different animal, a cat, whatever, I find some animal.
Fair enough.
Right.
but I mean, what's the point though? Like, if you, for example, if you use a dog and then you use it as a punching bag, when it gets stinky and then you have to get rid of it and you have to kill another dog, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's not
what's the-
convenient, right?
It's not
Well,
convenient at all.
how is it convenient to eat animals? Wouldn't you have to kill one and then kill
Yeah, but,
another and then kill
uh,
another?
We don't have to throw the waste necessarily.
Who cares about the waste? It's not like you see it, right? Do you know what percentage of waste is happening from the animals that you eat?
No, not
No.
statistically.
So you might know that there's 30% of it is thrown away. So you have no way of knowing that, right? But does that even matter? Because, like, honestly, like, to bring it back, obviously I'm not gonna do that to dogs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like throwing it as a hypothetical, but like the reality is, they are very synonymous. The ideas, because for those animals, them going into a slaughterhouse, whether they go to be punched to death or whether they go to be killed for food, for them it's the same. You know, they still don't want that to happen to them,
True.
right?
True.
So when you pay for an animal product, whether that's for food, whether that's for clothing, or for entertainment, or for punching them, you're still supporting exactly the same thing.
Are
Something
you
that is
vegan
optional.
yourself?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you're vegan.
myself.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm trying to raise awareness. Do you know what being vegan means,
Yeah.
by the way?
Oh, no, but we come from a country where, it's very rare. Yeah, we come from Indonesia.
Okay.
So it's like very non-vegan based products.
But
know?
you have tempeh, you have tofu,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have
That's true.
products, right?
It's also a big part of our daily diet there. But like, it's very rare to find people in Indonesia that are vegan. Very, very rare.
I understand that,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, so being vegan is not a diet, right? I
Yeah.
think a lot of people see it as a diet, but the reality is being vegan just means respecting animals, just means leaving them alone.
Yeah.
And that obviously implies not forcing them into slaughterhouses for food or
True.
for clothing or for entertainment, as I said before, right?
True.
So it sounds to me like ideologically you align with that definition. We shouldn't be punching animals, we shouldn't be killing animals if we don't need to.
Yeah.
But yet, at the same time, when you consume animal products, do you see that you're contradicting that ideology?
Yeah, you could say so. You could say so, definitely. Yeah. No.
I mean, it's hard to say, but I mean, in my opinion, since I've tried being vegan once, but that
That means you tried the respecting animals.
well, I mean, yeah, I did, but I personally feel like maybe just not, I guess not over consumption is a better alternative for me personally.
So I should just punch one dog per week, not every day. To death.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know.
Would that be more? Would that be better if I punch one dog per week than per day every day?
No.
It's the same, right? Like I understand from your perspective, probably, a lot of people have tried a plant-based diet and they have had some issues with it. Maybe they didn't eat enough. Maybe they didn't have the right nutrition involved.
And also, in the countries we come from, to have a vegan diet is very expensive.
I mean, tempeh, you say you consume it every
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
Why is
but
that expensive?
it's sometimes like if you go to vegan restaurants, especially where we come from, it's very, very pricey. True.
Yeah, I can understand why some
But
vegan.
it's, obviously in here, it's way more accessible. It's cheaper. Or
It's more accessible here, but you would be surprised. Everybody comes up with the same excuse that it's expensive and where they come
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
And the reality is, pasta, rice, beans, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, tempeh.
Yeah.
These are the cheapest things in the supermarket, almost
yeah,
all
that's true.
worldwide.
That's true.
And you can have a plentiful, great diet with this. You don't need more than this.
True.
If we think about plant-based meats, right, like mock meats, we can, yeah, sure, they can become expensive, but you
Yeah.
don't have to have that every day. Like if you speak about moderation could be having plant-based meats once per week, right? Not animal-based meats, right? Like why would we force an innocent animal into a slaughterhouse when we can choose a plant-based version of it,
True,
right?
true.
So I understand that I'm putting you on the spot right now,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit uncomfortable. It feels confrontational because it's something that you've been doing your whole life,
Yeah.
and I completely understand that. I'm not, and obviously you can choose to do whatever it is that you want to do going forward from here. But I want to let you know that if you decide that you continue to buy animal products, you will be supporting animal abuse, animal exploitation, just like a random person kicking dogs to death on the street, literally. And it really goes to incredible amounts of fucked upness in animal agriculture.
I do have a hypothetical question to ask you, though.
Sure, please do. Please.
If you see a dog getting kicked on the street, you would stop that, right?
If I see a dog and a kid,
No, like someone kicking a dog, punching. You would stop that, right?
yeah, I would say something.
Would you? But in a supermarket, would you stop someone from buying meat products?
Well, that's kind of what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
Interesting that you drew that hypothetical because that's the hypothetical I usually give up people. So that's why, like, if I could try and stop somebody from buying animal products, I would.
Yeah.
But there isn't not anything that I can do, right? If I try to tell somebody stop buying animal products, while I'm there, they won't do it. Then I go in and they come and buy it again, right?
Yeah.
So I choose to go the long route, the better route, where I speak to people, where I try to explain to them why it's bad and try to engage with them so that they make better choices themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because me forcing somebody to not buy animal products once won't really accomplish
Yeah, I
anything
get that.
in the
I
long
get
run,
that.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hence
course.
why I have conversations like this with
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So here comes the difficult question. How many more animals should be exploited for you before you make this change?
A specific number?
How many do you want?
None.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It means you gotta go vegan, huh?
Yeah, no. In that sense, yeah.
Yeah. How many do you want?
I mean, same like him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's because it's something that I've actually almost tried to do. Like, I was actually really fully convinced. I even tried really hard to do it, but I still went back to eating meat because again, like you said, I had a lot of nutritional disadvantages.
You know what? Let me give you a card. So with this card,
Yes.
you have free 24/7 coaching. They can help you out with anything you need. I think you have to set it to English, by the way. It's
Oh, it's
this
in-
website right here, or this QR code.
Is it in Dutch?
I think it will appear it might appear in Indonesian. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
translated also in that language,
Okay.
but you might need to set it to English to find what I'm saying.
Okay.
So there's the 24/7 coaching. There's Challenge 22. I think you always have a vegan challenge there, and especially if it comes in Indonesian, it might be the challenge that is specifically tailored to you. And within those challenges, they usually hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day. They help you become vegan because everybody understands that we live in a non-vegan world, and indeed there are some difficulties because of that. But the reality is, as we all know it, and we can acknowledge that we have ChatGPT, we have Google. If we want to do it, we can do it. We just have to have a little bit of planning at first, and then it's smooth sailing from there on, right? Like it's just about learning a little bit because, like, if there were no animal meat to find in the supermarket, no cow meat, no chicken meat, would you go and buy dog meat?
No.
No, no. So then, right, we kind of see cows and chickens and pigs as like we can just grab whatever we want from them. We can kill them. Sure, it's okay to do this to them. It's this vision that we have of them that we need to change, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't have this vision of dogs or cats, but somehow these animals are okay.
Yeah.
Is there any difference between them?
Well, personally, I mean, traditionally, over like what centuries, right? When you're talking about cows, pigs, chickens, and all those farm
But it doesn't
animals,
matter what's external. Do you think
Yeah.
from their perspective is there any
Well,
difference?
no, obviously not. In their
No.
perspective, no. Yeah.
Then that shouldn't we consider the victim's perspective and not the oppressor's perspective?
Yeah, no, we should. Yeah, we should.
Because like we can find out all sorts of reasons when it comes to oppression, right?
Yeah.
Like we can justify slavery, we can justify mass murder, we can justify genocide by coming up with all sorts of reasons that kind of have some form of logic or make sense.
True.
But if we ignore the victims behind these reasons, then we're ignoring a large portion of the equation, right? Okay, well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
having
much,
this
yeah.
conversation with
Thank
me.
you.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas,
Yeah,
happy
likewise.
holidays, and have a nice vegan life, okay? Leave,
Yeah.
leave animals off
Will
your
do.
plate,
Thank
okay?
you.
Have a good one. So interesting, huh? We met two vegan people and two non-vegan people, and we've had conversations. Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe. You know, I want to get that number up before Christmas, and that's today. Huh? What are we doing here? Those were some pretty good conversations, I thought. But yeah, you know, well, let's see what happens next. I think the way I felt was that the girl, I don't know how much you could see her face, but the girl was a little bit feeling guilty, let's put it this way. So, yeah. Next person is Butcher, says Dark Blue. I hope not. Well, actually, maybe I hope so. Why not? Let's talk to a butcher. Let's see what they're thinking. Mateo asks me, do you celebrate Christmas? It's difficult. What do you mean by celebrating it? Theoretically, I'm an atheist, so I don't really celebrate anything. Practically, yeah, I'm going to do something with my friends. I'm not going to meet my family because half my family is in US and half is in Romania, so I can't meet them. But yeah, nice start to the conversation, Chip, says Steve. Thank you. So I don't know how to respond to the question whether I'm going to celebrate Christmas or not. Theoretically, yes, I'm going to do something a little bit different also for myself. Practically, you know, I don't have a Christmas tree or something like that. I only have the hat. But that's just because you know, in my family and in my previous relationship, which was a long one, Christmas was such a big deal that it was actually stressful for me because they made such a big deal out of it. And I'd rather just have Christmas be like a chiller period where we don't make a big deal out of it. So this year I didn't even get a Christmas tree. Actually, the past 3 years I haven't even gotten a Christmas tree or anything. I just celebrated on my own by making myself some special food or stuff. So yeah. Linda says, I'm just chilling by myself. Exactly, Linda. I like to do that also. Mobius says it's a very Christmassy theme there. Yeah, it is. There's a Christmas tree. There's a lot of people on the ice. There's an ice skating rink right there. Yeah. Linda says, I got my rabbits some presents. That's the way to go. Yeah, that's the way to go. Getting presents for your animal companions. I talked with my mom. Now I'm happy, says Shofi. Happy to hear that, Shofi. Yeah. Let's see how long we can go today. English, please.
Oh,
Yes.
can you take a picture of us?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, thank you.
Give me a second, chat.
Let me see. Preferably like this. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Like with the museum on the background? Okay.
We also get one like this. Here you go.
What is your social experiment about?
Oh, you wanna try it?
Is it gonna take a long time?
No, we can do it fast.
Okay, that's
You
perfect.
okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Karina.
I'm Karina. Nice to meet you. I'm Chip. So I'm just gonna turn this around. It says animal abuse should be legal.
No,
Why not?
because it's unethical.
It's unethical to abuse animals.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think abuse is?
Maybe inflicting pain
Okay.
on it.
Emotional also, right? Like you can also emotionally abuse an animal.
It depends on the animal. Some animals don't have the emotional capacity to feel emotion.
Which animals are those?
Insects.
Oh, insects you mean? Okay, interesting. Okay. So aside from cats and dogs, which I think you agree that they shouldn't be abused, do you think cows, chickens, pigs should be abused?
No.
Do you think they are abused?
Yes, because we eat them.
Yeah, exactly. So do you think you can maintain your status of being against animal abuse when you support animal abuse by eating them?
No.
No, exactly.
But
So
I still do though, so.
you still do. So do you want to continue supporting animal abuse?
Not really. Actually, I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's my social experiment. I try to get people to think about
Oh,
it because
okay.
if you were to think about cats or dogs, you wouldn't be consuming them, would you?
That's true.
Yeah. So what makes it different for a cow, for a chicken, for a pig?
Yeah, I think it's people getting used to it because I think ever since we were capable of talking with me eating like animals like cows and pigs and chicken,
Yeah.
but I think in some culture it's very normal to eat dogs and cats too. So
In some cultures, but do you think culture should justify what is ethical or moral?
I think, but it is quite difficult because, for example, people that live in the North Pole, like they eat like whales and seals,
Yeah.
but that's part of their culture. So
I don't know if it's part of their culture, you know, like I would say in a survival situation, you can
Okay.
justify doing all sorts of horrific things. But I just assume you're not in survival situations if you have
no,
access to
that's
supermarkets,
different.
right?
Can I go now? Because
Yeah,
we
you
need
can
to-
go now, but
Okay.
like,
I will think about it.
not just think about it because let me give you a flyer, but just keep in mind that while you're not, oh damn it, let me find this flyer first. While you're buying animal products, you are supporting animal abuse. So theoretically, to animals, you are the abuser.
Okay.
So if you think that is morally wrong, then you
Okay,
should
thank
probably
you.
stop. Okay? You have several resources to help you there, but
Yeah.
maybe give that a read. That
I
will
think that's
help
very
you.
nice. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you
Have
so
a
much.
nice day.
Have a good one. I mean, in all fairness, she said she can't stay for long, right? So I don't think necessarily she ran away, but rather, yeah. William says, my question is what I can eat if I'm vegan. Anything that wasn't made using exploiting animals, right? It's as easy as that. Pasta, rice, beans, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, tempeh, any meal that you want to make, there's a plant-based version of it. And if you don't know what, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Google, hell, whatever you want. You can find a way to make it work. Yeah, she seemed to have other things planned, exactly. Do vegans keep pets, asks TK. Well, we keep rescue pets, but no, we don't keep pets. Obviously, we don't believe in the whole idea of owning animals, right? That's the whole point of it. But in the case of rescue animals, you know, some animals need to be rescued, and unfortunately, the only status that they can have legally is that you are owners of them, but doesn't mean that you have to treat them like you are the owners. Yeah, they're companions, exactly. Hitachi says companions, not pets, exactly. Shofi. Hi, I'm doing a social experiment. I'm trying to get people to think a little bit, just asking some questions. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Oh, how many views is there?
90.
Okay, we can do that. We can
Okay,
do that.
okay. What's your name?
My name is Lee.
Lee. Nice to
Lee.
meet you. I'm Chip. Chip.
Chip.
Yeah. Okay, Lee. So, I'm gonna turn this around and you tell me what you think. It says animal abuse should be legal.
No, it should not be.
Why not?
Because we should not hurt people as we don't hurt animals as well. They
Okay.
are like human beings and they have feelings as well as plants have actually. And there has been a social experiment about plants like getting more attention, and the other plant is not getting more attention. And the one that gets more attention actually grows and blooms better and grows better because it's a better environment and as well as human beings. We should also be like having good environments and grow better in these environments, positive vibes, good vibes, and yeah, as well as animals as well. That's why there's no bad kids in the world, only bad parents, as well as bad parents in animals.
So we shouldn't be abusing. What do you mean by abuse? What is abuse to you?
Abuse is as well as yelling and being negative in the vibes you're giving out.
So physical or emotional abuse?
Physical and emotional as well, because the damage that you do in emotional is as big as the physical as well, in many aspects.
So not cats, not dogs. What about cows, chickens, pigs?
We should not also harm them as well, because they're also human beings.
Do you think we are harming them now?
Yeah, we are, as well as we're harming the earth.
Are
as
you
well.
supporting this harm of animals?
I don't support the harm of animals. I
No?
only support like if I support the ones the things we need. So if we want to eat animals, then we should like learn to hunt it itself. So we have that portion. Like
Do you consume animal products?
no, I don't consume a lot of products of animals. Mostly like only because I need some protein as well. But mostly eggs then, and maybe like 2-3 times a month, maybe some meat. But
So you still consume animal products? You still support animal abuse?
yeah, kind of, because it's so social acceptable in where we live, in what we live in, because
Yeah.
it's more like the higher power that have like the option to change it.
Yeah.
And we're like the lower in the chain, so it's kind of hard for us to like stand up and do something. But if we, as one,
But sounds to me like you do it almost 90% of your time. Why would it be hard to do it 100% of your time?
of course, it takes some like it's habits, I guess. It's habits. If you used to like eat meat like since you were a kid, it's a habit.
Yeah.
As well as like drinking, like consuming sugar and stuff. Like it's a habit. It's all a habit, and we can all change that if we are more aware of what's going on in the world, of course, and how much harm it's like the chain is like harming the world and other people and also all the countries as well.
It's not just harm, it's exploitation,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah.
whole idea of rejecting exploitation. Do you think animals should be exploited for us?
Exploited what again?
Do you think animals should be exploited for us? Should we be allowed to exploit animals?
Exploited. Can you do like?
Yeah, exploit literally means using animals for whatever it is that we want.
No, we should not. We should not. We should not. Definitely not.
So we should not be using animals.
We should not be using animals as we do today.
Do you think for eggs, for milk, for
That would be something else, because like
Are we still
they're-
not using them?
They're like alive in a way, and we ain't harming the chickens because there has to be like a male chicken too.
if you were to find out that they are actually abused, would
For
you
eggs,
consider stop? Yeah, for eggs.
No, it depends on like how you do it. Like the bigger like the companies and stuff, you have, the more harm you do to the animals. And if it's like a normal farm where you have like a house and a little bit like 4 chickens and stuff, there's no harm in it. And my granny have been like,
I'm gonna show you
Yeah.
because you say there's no harm in it.
yeah.
What do you know? Let's say dairy first. Okay, I'll just put it this way so that others people see it
Yeah.
also. Okay. So this is for the dairy industry, right?
Yeah.
What you're gonna see right now is a person. I don't know how much you know about the dairy industry.
I don't know much about
producing milk.
Like I'm a foreigner, so
Yeah.
it's like the hard with the translations and stuff. But I'm
So
trying
this
to
is
do it.
standard practice, right?
Holy shit,
What he's
that-
doing right now.
That looks so disgusting.
This is forceful impregnation of a cow. He's putting his
What?
hands in her anus to hold her cervix, and then he injects bull semen in her vagina, as you
What
can
the
see right
fuck, really?
now. Yeah, this is pretty standard practice across the board. It happens everywhere.
That's fucked up. That
Yeah.
should not be legal at all.
After 9 months, when the babies are born, these are the babies. What do you think happens to them? Well, you can see it.
They get taken away.
Yeah, because they would drink their mother's milk, so they have to be separated from their mothers.
See, that's crazy. That should not be like legal at all.
Yeah, exactly. And as you will see that mothers always run after their babies. They feel bad about it. Of course, it's already abuse, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's like emotional abuse and physical abuse as well.
Exactly. So, what do you think happens to the babies afterwards?
Either they get like, I don't know, yeah, caged like that.
Yeah, these are the females. Females get caged.
That is crazy.
And male. Oh, actually, these are the males. But the males, they don't produce milk.
No, they get slaughtered.
Exactly. The males,
Yeah.
they're on some farms they're left to starve to death, even including
That
here in the
is
Netherlands.
crazy.
But otherwise, yeah, they get slaughtered.
We should not like. It's. I guess it's like, who the hell said that? Like philosophy, like survival of the fittest in a way. But it's like cruel. It's so cruel.
Exactly. And the thing is, the thing is, all of this is happening because we think we can use animals however we want, right?
We kind of.
Yeah, but whatever way we use them, we always end up cutting corners and putting them in these situations, right?
Yeah.
So this is for dairy, for example, right? At some point somebody said that
yeah.
for dairy, hey, we're just getting the milk from cows. But then somebody said, hey, what if we forcefully impregnate them? What if we, you know?
The worst thing is like the things they consuming, we consume that as well. So all the medicine they put into all the animals, we consume that as well. And I thought about that for a while because like it ain't good for us, it ain't good for the animals, it ain't good for anyone.
It's true.
And that's why like it's not healthy for them to like live in this kind of environment because then
Yeah.
the meat is actually low quality as well because they have like about the energy as
I
well.
understand
you
that,
know?
but that's not the problem, is
Oh.
it? Because like it's like saying we shouldn't be having slaves because if they get sick, we get sick, right?
No. That's
Right.
that's as well.
Yeah.
That's not like that's more of a what is it? Yeah, it's just not okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
not okay.
females get forcefully impregnated just like their mothers year over year, and when they can no longer be impregnated, they're called spent,
Yeah.
and then they also go to a slaughterhouse.
Shit.
That usually happens around 6 to 8 years, and they can live up to 24 years, so they don't live even half their life.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and for eggs, I can also show you for eggs.
Yeah. I have to go soon because we
Yeah,
got
I'll
a sim
just-
to catch.
So this is let me see if I find it for eggs. This is what happens for eggs. So this is in a hatchery. All chickens who lay eggs come from hatcheries. What this person is doing, he's separating male chicks from female chicks. You see, one goes male, one go females. Female chicks go to small farms, large farms,
That's crazy.
backyard farms.
I didn't
Male
know it
chicks,
was like, didn't know
male
it was
chicks.
that
This is what will
severe.
happen. These are male chicks. They're considered useless to the industry. As you can see, there are still the shells from where they were born, and they get blended up alive. This is pretty standard procedure. Otherwise, sometimes they get asphyxiated to death.
Fuck, that's crazy.
It is, yeah.
But thank you for like, teaching me some new knowledge.
And the thing is, even the female chicks, even the female chickens, when they don't produce an egg every day, they get killed afterwards.
Yeah.
So you see, in every way we use animals, we find a way to do it in a horrific way because there is no good way.
We kind of use it as like a materialistic way. As we buy something in the key, we throw it out 4 years later, buy something new. It's
Exactly.
like that kind of shit.
Because we can't get consent from animals. When we use animals, we just justify, we remove this consent thing and we
Yeah.
justify everything with a little bit more, and we end up always in shitty situations.
Yeah.
Do you know what being vegan means?
Yeah, 100%. It's like no touching no kind of animal products and not even milk and stuff like that.
Yeah, so being
Yeah.
vegan literally means rejecting animal exploitation,
Yeah.
what you saw in there.
Yeah.
And that, as a consequence, of course, we don't eat animal products. We don't wear animal products,
Yeah.
right? Like we don't wear their skin or wool or anything like that. We don't go to zoos, we don't go to circuses. We don't entertain ourselves by using animals. We leave them alone. We don't use
Exactly.
animals at all, right?
Yeah.
It sounds to me like philosophically you align with that.
Me? No,
yeah.
no,
You
no,
don't
no,
align
no.
with that? You think using animals is okay?
I align with we should not like use animals at all. I don't like zoos as
Sounds
well.
like veganism to me.
Yeah.
If you're aligned with not using
Yeah.
animals, then you should be vegan.
I don't like zoos as well because of the thing that they are caged and elephants are not
Exactly.
like they should not be living in North Europe. They should living in Asia and Africa and stuff, you know. So that's why I don't support that way. But I mean, I see why they have it though, because they want to like teach children about some stuff and stuff like that. But we can do it in other ways around, and like booking. Like we teach people by reading books and you know and actually learning them in school and stuff. But school is something else today. It's not the same. And I
So-
think that's also a beginning of it all because schools can as well as kindergarten can also teach.
They should teach.
yeah,
They should teach about
nature
what's-
and animals and,
and
like
this kind of stuff. What
Yeah.
happens when we farm animals? So,
yeah.
I'll ask you one more question because
Yeah.
you said you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. How many more animals should be exploited for you before you make a change?
100% zero actually. But
You
the
gotta
thing
go
is,
vegan for that.
the 100% zero. But the thing is, like, I have to also like, I guess, put some knowledge in and put some like effort in to see what kind of animals. Because you know what, even gummy bears, you know.
Yeah, they
So-
have gelatin, which
Exactly.
is like
So there's so much I have to research on what is
it's
not.
only
being-
so there's
yeah.
an adjustment period of
Yeah,
1 month.
of
Let me
course,
tell
of
you,
course.
but afterwards it's the same
Of
because you
course.
kind of know what to look
Yeah.
out for.
And I think I could actually because I don't eat much. Like
There you go. For
it,
you,
it's
should
more
be
it's
easy.
more like my grandparents, my parents. They gave me like meats and stuff like that because they used to like cook with it. So okay, I eat it, but I don't
But if
cook
your
it myself.
grandparents give you a cooked dog, would you eat that?
Oh no, I would never cook the fucking dog.
No, but if your grandparents cook the dog, would you eat it?
No.
There you go. So you can still say
Exactly.
no to your grandparents
Exactly.
regardless, right?
Exactly. So it's just habits. They have to like get turned around, and
Exactly.
it takes a little month maybe if we actually do the effort.
Exactly.
100%.
Let me give you a flyer.
Yeah.
You have this flyer over here. On it at the end. So I would recommend that you give it a read because maybe
Of
you weren't
course,
informed
thank
by
you.
all of this. And here you have more information there on that at the end of that flyer.
Perfect.
There's a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you
Yeah.
up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day. They help you go vegan. Everything
Really?
you need. Yeah. It's called Challenge 22.
Is it in there?
I think it's there, and if not, let me actually give you a card just to be sure, because I also have a card. And on
Perfect.
here you have it, Challenge 22.
Well,
just
I
help you
think
go
I'll
vegan.
try that.
No,
Thank you
love
so
it.
much.
What's your name, Lynn?
Lee.
Lee. Thank you so much,
Thank
Lee.
you so
Have a
much,
nice. I'm
Lee.
Chip,
Yeah.
and you have my YouTube channel. And if you have difficulty, you have 24/7 coaching there. You have all the help that you need, and you can even contact me on Instagram or something, and
That's
I'll help you
perfect.
further.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Hey,
Merry
thank you.
Christmas, right?
Merry Christmas. Have a good one. There you go, everyone. That was nice. You see, showing footage actually helps, huh? Eduardo Schneider says, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Eduardo, for the donation. I think somebody else donated, but I didn't see who, and thank you so much. Hello, everyone who's here. I hope you are enjoying the conversation so far. We're doing it's so full today. It's insane. I'm actually happy that I got out. My feet are already frozen because it's extremely wet outside, but you know what? I'm happy that we got out. I'm happy that we're speaking to people because it's full of people and some people are running. You want to try a social experiment? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube.
So you are?
I'm live on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, I just wanna.
Can you come? You'll be off camera, but what do you want? What?
If that's possible, yeah, I don't mind. But I just want to say that I saw you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
And I saw a few videos. It was maybe a year ago or something, but I recognized you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I stopped waiting to end the conversation and to say that I appreciate what you're doing.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, that you are addressing a big issue.
Are you vegan yourself?
No, I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but I was for 1.5 years vegetarian, and now it doesn't work for me to have to say I'm never gonna eat it, because sometimes you get in some situations or you're with a group or something, and that's why I say, like, for myself, I eat a few times.
But before we okay, there's.
That's yeah, that's.
But
my
every other
approach. That's my
situation,
that's
every
my
other
approach.
situation.
I try to say to choose not to eat meat.
Yeah.
I try it, but sometimes I allow to eat it. And that works for me. Yeah.
I appreciate it, and you're doing a great job for trying. But just keep in mind that when you don't, some animals still go into a slaughterhouse. And if you were in their shoes, would you want somebody to say I'll try, or would you want somebody to say hell no, I'll stop?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah. So I recognize myself in this
Yeah.
case, and I'm not doing the best I can in
Yeah.
this case.
Yeah.
So I see my own, the way I look at it, that there is a way, like the best way to do it, and I'm not doing the best way.
Exactly.
So I know. I see it from myself. I see. So that's true. Yes, that's true. And that's why when I see it, I'm like, go and say something to him. I was waiting
Yeah.
to end the
I appreciate
conversation
that.
and like to make this. Also, with myself a bigger thing.
Yeah.
To take this as an opportunity.
Yeah. Have you ever seen footage of what happens to animals? Have you seen that?
There was a yes, I did.
Because I showed it to the other person, and I'll show you a little bit also. I don't know if you, because that's the thing. A lot of the times, you know, we get disconnected from the shit that happens to animals, and like for example,
they don't.
Yeah.
You don't see this. They don't show it.
no. So for example, this is for eggs. These are male chicks who are useless to the industry. They get blended up alive.
Yes, because it
Oh,
doesn't
it's
get
really-
profit, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but they don't produce anything because they're useless, right?
Yes.
The chickens that are grown for meat are different than the chickens that are grown for eggs. The
Yes.
chickens grown for meat are usually grow very fast, and these are the chickens that grow for eggs. So they're useless. They're a different breed. So they just mash them up together.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, they use their remains, but imagine how insane it is. Like
This is
every
insane, yes.
every being
think
there
you-
is an individual who wanted to live.
Yes. Yeah, and they are creating it themselves.
Exactly.
They don't choose because before somebody there was a person who initiated and told me to watch a documentary about this,
Yeah.
and that's how I saw how it goes on. I didn't know that before,
Exactly.
and there was an argument of some. There is an argument to say. Yeah, but they live, you know. We give them life, the animals. Otherwise, they wouldn't live. There was this argument which I heard, which I was really angry to hear this.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you keeping live? Or do you want to show your face on camera?
yeah,
I don't know. If
I-
you're- Are you okay? I'm not gonna.
okay, yeah, it's okay. Hi, all the watchers.
Yeah. So what is it? This argument you mentioned. This argument now, where people think that if we give them life, we can do whatever we want to them, right?
Yeah, because there was an argument I heard. Some say that otherwise they wouldn't live. We give them life,
Yeah.
so they should be glad or something. But the life is not it's not a life with quality.
Exactly.
It's with pain.
Yeah.
So what are you giving? What are you giving them? Pain.
And
that's-
even if you give them a quality rifle, right? Like, what gives you the right to take it away from them, right? Like, if your parents gave you life, does it mean that your parents have authority over your life to do whatever they want to you?
No.
So if
No,
we
of
give
course
an
not.
animal life, even if we give them a good life, doesn't mean we can just kill them whenever we want to get money from it, right? Because that's what farmers do. They kill animals for money.
Yes. Yes, in this case, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of arguments I came across, you know, and the most there is no valid argument
Exactly.
at the end.
So
And,
why are you
yeah.
not vegan, man? It sounds to
Yes,
me like you should be
yeah,
vegan.
yes, I should. Was 1.5 year vegetarian.
Yeah.
Then I stopped, and then you know sometimes I tried for a few months, and then yeah. So I have the will, you know, I have the will, but not doing it fully.
Yeah.
That's why I saw you, and I was like, also for myself as a reminder to wake some things up in myself, to remind myself. That's why I wanted to say hi and say that I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. And I mean, it only means something if we make changes, if you make changes, right? Because that's one of the reasons why I come here to speak to people like you, like others, just so that they make changes and people watching make changes. Because
True, yeah.
reality is this industry is fucking huge,
Very
and
huge,
it can
and-
seem daunting. Like one person like yourself choosing to not be part of it can seem like it means nothing. But you know, the industry being huge explains that it actually does mean something, because tens of billions of animals are killed per year, and if one person stops, it's still tens of billions of animals, but there's a couple of animals who are spared that existence of exploitation, abuse, and slaughter, right? Like, it's hard to explain, right? Because if, like, imagine how many people there are here. There are, I don't know, maybe there's 100 people, 300 people, I don't even know, right?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody were to just like instantly squish you right now, or somebody were to instantly kill you, none of these people would care, right? But you would care. It would matter
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel when it's one of the reasons why I'm vegan, is because, yeah, it may not seem like a big difference to many, but to those individuals, that it is a big difference to them, you know?
Yeah.
And they matter. just as
Of
much
course,
as we
yes.
do.
Of course, yes. Yes, and yes, especially the ethical side of this. That yeah, because you can also say I will be vegan for the environment or for because they have pain.
Yeah.
That's like they have different kind of arguments, or my health sometimes.
Yeah.
For me, it was especially the knowing that they have pain and they have a bad life, and they are especially so young while they get slaughtered. Right? They're
Very,
really
very
young,
young, yeah,
and, and,
yeah.
and really big in size.
Yeah.
We don't know that. We just see an animal, but we don't know how it will grow in a normal way.
Yeah, exactly. No, all
yeah.
of these animals have been selectively bred to so that we can use them for whatever it is, right? That's why the chicks that are bred for eggs, if we cannot use them for eggs, we kill them. That's why the chickens that are bred for meat, we use them as meat. Like we literally selectively breed them. Like the chickens who are bred for meat, they grow very fast, and sometimes they grow so fast that parts of their body grow faster
Yeah.
than other parts, and they
Yes.
just become like handicapped, or that it's just horrible for them, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
And by the way, just FYI, veganism is not about health or the environment. It's literally a moral stance against
Yeah.
exploiting animals. That means
Yeah.
we don't want animals to be used, abused, slaughtered for us. Because, you know, and as you pointed out, they feel pain. That's one thing of it. But for me personally, the most important part is that they are subjects of their own universe. Just like you are, right? Like, you're gonna leave, and your universe is gonna be totally different. You're gonna walk through there. You're gonna see what you're gonna see. I'm gonna be staying here, chatting with the chat and speaking to other people, and my universe is gonna be what it is. So somebody to just come and destroy my whole universe because they like the taste of my flesh, I think would be insane,
Yeah,
right?
that is insane. Yes.
And all animals have that. All animals experience that. They just experience a different universe than us, right? They just experience different things. They like
Yeah.
to be in nature more than in this concrete jungle. But
Yes. And eventually, it's created. It's a created world
exactly.
by us, right? By humans, and and everybody has their own responsibility. In this case, I don't know. You can see the world, or live, or do the things what you can do. Only what I want to say is, I'm not responsible for the industry. Like I didn't make the industry, right? But you can be responsible on your own way.
Well, there is some responsibility to it also towards you because you are funding the industry, right? When you buy animal products, you give money to the industry.
Yeah, to continue
Yeah, to
what they're
continue
doing.
doing
Yes,
that,
that's
yeah,
true. Yes,
exactly.
yes. So you can be responsible to not to choose not do that.
Exactly. Like it's a
Not
shared
doing that.
responsibility between the other people who are supporting this industry and yourself, right? Like if you pay for it, you are part of the shared responsibility, and hence why this industry either growing or it is what it's doing, right?
That's true. Yes.
So you got to ask yourself, do I still want to be part of this or not, right? That's all it
Yes,
is.
yes.
And I know there's situations where it can appear harder, but the reality is that it's much harder for those animals. Even in the situations where we think it's hard, I got to say no to somebody. These animals, they can't afford anything. They get forced into slaughterhouses for us, you know?
Now, what would you advise for, in this case, because you have many experience in how not to eat or engage in these things, right? In this case, my situation is I try not to eat if that's possible, and sometimes I allow it, and that works. And you can also say I'm not gonna eat it never. That's also sometimes that works for a person. It worked for me for a while. And I don't know which approach is.
So for
the
me-
best approach is never if that's possible. If somebody
Yeah,
can
of
do
course,
it, because
yeah.
it has also you need willpower and.
Do you live here in the Netherlands?
Yes.
Yeah, so what I did here was super easy. The first thing I did was find replacements for the products that I liked as animal products, right? Like the yogurt, I found soy yogurt or whatever yogurt that I liked, and I tried all of them. Like I didn't, for a month, I experimented and I tried everything. I tried all the mock meats, I tried all the yogurts. Even nowadays, if something new comes up, I try it because it's maybe I like it more than others or stuff, right? And I think it's important to have this kind of comfort fast food just just in case you're in a situation where you're like, I'm feeling tempted, then you just go for that, right?
Oh,
I
yeah,
just go
yeah,
for
you
some
have,
plant-based
you need
meat.
some. Yeah, you have to have a plan B in
Yeah,
this case.
yeah.
To, if you are in a situation that you have an option in this case that you maybe have thought
Yeah.
before coming in the situation, and then you can have a better choice in this
Yeah,
case.
yeah, because you're still not exploiting animals at the end of the day, right? That's all
Yes,
it is,
yes.
right? You're still, there will be no victims for your food. So that's the first thing I did, and then of course you experiment with the recipes that you used to like, and you try to change them in ways that you like. I mean, you get to a point where you're like, for me, I remember at the beginning it wasn't the food part that was difficult, it was the socializing part that was difficult more, because once you realize how fucked up it is what we do to animals, and you go to your friends and you tell them, hey, this is fucked up, your friends become defensive, everybody starts being like, oh fuck you, you're vegan now or whatever. But the reality is that you're just trying to do what's best for some individuals, you know. It's fucked up that some people are so ingrained in their own thing that they refuse to change or refuse to do anything about it.
Yes.
But you can change, you can.
Yeah, you don't have to change your path in this case. If
Yeah.
you have the right path, if you do the right thing, you should not think, or what others think about your choice should not be. You shouldn't consider that and change your path.
Exactly.
If if you know this is the right path, you just stay on the path.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's, if you're meeting with friends, you know, when I meet with friends, I just tell them, let's go to, like, especially in Netherlands, in Amsterdam, there's so many vegan places. Just
Yeah,
tell them,
yeah.
hey, let's meet in a vegan restaurant. That's it.
Yes.
And I don't have to worry about anything. Or if not, if you're not comfortable like imposing such boundaries, you can always just say, before we look at the restaurant, I gotta see if there's any vegan options there. And most of the times there is.
Yes.
Like almost
And
always.
that's possible. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It becomes more.
Yeah, it's
and
a
it
little
is-
bit of planning at first,
Yes.
but then it's smooth sailing, literally. Like it's just a little bit of planning at first. That's
Yeah.
all it is. And honestly, you can build muscle, you can do everything you want. It's exactly the same thing. It's just no animals are exploited. It's, to me, I find it so insane that there's so many people who are so reluctant to it, because like it's literally just a habitual thing. Once you
Yeah, I
change
think
it,
so, yeah, it's
once
a
you
habit.
change it, it's easy.
Yes.
It's easy.
Yeah, changing the habit can be difficult, but after you change it, it's all the way easy.
And especially if you think about the victims, right? Because if you think about your health or stuff like that, yeah, we always cheat on that, right? Like, I don't always go to the gym. Oh, I cheat. I eat something
Yeah,
sweet or something.
You
But
mean you mean for the animals, right?
yeah. Because if you think about
that's
the animals, then
valid.
you're like, regardless, if I buy this animal product from this shelf, one animal will be killed. I mean, I don't want that to happen, so you don't do it. That's it. There still are some animal products that I remember that I used to like a lot, and I can't find alternatives to, and I pass by them on the supermarket, but I don't think it's worth it to me, you know, that feeling that guilt or knowing that I put an animal through that. No, it's not worth it, so I'd rather not buy it.
Yes.
It's just,
Good approach. Yes, very nice to have this conversation and make myself. Think about it more
you
and
can do it, man.
make better
Don't just think, do it.
decisions.
You
yes.
can do it.
Yes.
January is coming, come on.
Yes,
There's
I will.
what is it? It's Veganuary, right? Everybody starts from Veganuary. It's a 1 month to change a habit. There you go.
That's true. Yes.
Right.
Yes. So glad to have spoken you, to see you.
What's your name?
Taner.
Sanash?
Taner.
Tan
Taner.
Taner.
Taner. Taner.
Taner. Okay, nice to meet you, Taner. I'll give you a flyer either way. It will help you out. Oh wait, not in German. These are both in German. Oh, German. Here you go. You will find the resources at the end. I think you
Yeah.
have you can scan this, but I would suggest give this a read. And you know, it's about the animals at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
Like it's about respecting them, and you'll find ways regardless. ChatGPT, Google,
Yes,
you can
if you
find
want,
ways.
if you want it, if
Exactly.
you have the will, it's always.
I'll just ask you one final question. It's a hard one. How many more animals should be exploited for you before you make a change?
0. It should be 0. Yeah.
Vegan, man.
Yes. Thank you a lot. And yeah, again, I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank
And,
you.
Good luck.
You can
And
also
I
join
hope,
activism groups. It does help, by the way.
Yeah,
It does help.
That's the next step.
Yeah.
To
It does help to be surrounded by vegan people. It does help. It does make your life easier,
yes.
especially if you really want to do it. Okay.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
all the watchers.
Have a good one. Cheers. There you go, everyone. We're having conversation after conversation after conversation. Didi says, "Poor guy, so tough on him." Was I tough on him? I don't think I was tough on him. What do you mean? Mike Roch says, "Eating while watching this," or do you mean eating a burger, eating dead flesh while watching that? Oh, it's a pity, huh? You're eating somebody. You're eating somebody who did not want to die. Keep that in mind. Hey everyone, welcome. If you're just joining the stream, thank you so much for being here. Roya says, no, that was a good conversation. Yeah, I think it was a good conversation too. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Please hit that like, subscribe. I really want to get those numbers up a little bit. And yeah, we'll be sitting here. Hey, Chip says, the LTN. Hey, the LTN, nice to see you here. You can reduce animal products, but with the industry, you can't fully remove animal products. You can reduce it definitely. You can fully remove it, Didi. There's no reason why you have to support animal exploitation. There's no reason why you have to pay the industry. If you're in a situation where you absolutely, it's mandatory, you do or die, hey, far be it from me to choose your life versus another, but I don't think you're in that situation. And if you're true to yourself, if you're being realistic, you probably are not in that situation. Oh, Andre is here. Hello, Andre. Everybody, Andre is vegetarian. He's not vegan. But he knows he's a hypocrite. He knows he's a hypocrite. Hi, Chip. You're still annoying, but hi. Okay, yeah, there you go. Says Andre, Andre the hypocrite. Yeah. It is an amazing day today, in the sense that it is surprising to me that it's not raining yet. It is very wet still outside. I'd like to describe this weather somehow if I could, but I think the one way I could describe it is if you're going through a cloud or something, because it's just a lot of wetness. Would you like to try a social experiment? Alexandra, I love the I love Alexandra how she puts it. Nice, Alexandra says, Andre, we don't have time for this shit. The animals need you now. Be on their side and stop oppressing them. Exactly. Wait, there's a person with a dog now. Let's turn this around and see what you mean. Do you agree? It says animal. I'm doing a social experiment, asking people if animal abuse should be legal.
Okay.
Do you think animal abuse should be legal?
I'm a vegan.
You're a vegan? Oh, okay. I'm also vegan. Why are you vegan?
Nothing to convince about. Can I take a picture of you so I can put on my
Sure.
my social things? Yeah. Are you collecting money for the cause? Or
No, I'm just
what are
trying
you
to.
doing?
I'm trying to get people to be vegan.
Oh wow. You won't. Okay. You
Say
think
it
it's
again.
gonna wo- Do you think it's gonna work?
Some people. Some people.
Netherlands of English? What do you prefer?
English.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I speak to some people. Are you okay being live, by the way, from my YouTube channel?
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Let me turn this around.
Oh, where are we now?
Yeah. Hello.
Look good. I mean, I'm a kind of a very vain vegan. I'm
So,
a vain vegan.
why are you vegan?
Because I care about about the animals. That's it. I don't have any kind of problems with taste or anything. I'm just doing for the animals. I mean, if you don't do it, okay, I won't say anything else.
No, say it now.
No.
Come on,
I don't
say
want
it.
people to hate me. I'm a
Nobody's
singer.
good. I say the same thing. If
Are
you
you going to
don't
hate me if I say the truth? You know,
Yeah,
if I
say
tell
the
the
truth.
truth.
Say the
yeah?
truth. 'Cause that's so
Where
many-
from? I'm from Russia.
I'm originally from Romania.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, almost there.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if you don't care, if you don't understand, the very basic thing, it's just hurting somebody else, not, like another creature. If that is not a problem, an issue for you, that means that really something that you are being, like, convinced it's what it should be, but it's not. It's just a cultural thing.
Yeah.
If you understand that, then it's done.
Yeah.
And you get the proteins, whatever, from something else, from soy. I get lots of protein.
Same.
So, and you're healthy, and what else?
Is it difficult to be vegan?
No, really, it's very, 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 it's too easy. I mean, you get a lot of kind of food from anywhere, like
What are you doing, guys?
pizza and gnocchi and pasta and, spaghetti, whatever, You also have, like vegan sushi, you have everything in vegan. And it's
Exactly.
cheaper. It's much cheaper. Nowadays, I mean...
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
All
love
right,
it. I love
okay.
it. Okay.
So,
So
it's also vegan.
he's also vegan. Love it. There you
Can
go.
you see him?
Yeah, he's also
This is
vegan.
a vegan dog. You see?
What's his name?
Amore.
Hey, Amore.
Because he also loves carbs. And it's not, it's not thin. It's
Yeah.
very musculous.
Yeah, I appreciate that. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Lori.
What's your name again?
Lori.
Lori. I'm
Lori.
Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Where are you from, Lori?
I was born in Italy, I'm a mix of different cultures.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of complicated question. I understand.
No, I
sir.
mean, it's, like lots of people like mix roots. Yeah.
Okay, so for vegans, I usually like to ask them something else. I'm going to pose a hypothetical out there.
Yeah.
So there's a person harming a dog on the street. Would you, A, go and join them, B, pass by them and ignore it, or C, say something?
I call the police.
You call the police, you say something, you do something, right?
course.
Yeah, so when we're vegans and we don't speak for animals, we're basically the person who's just walking by and letting,
Yeah,
letting
that's true.
others harm
I
animals,
agree, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So in that sense, when I meet a vegan person, I try to tell them that to emphasize the importance that they also speak up for animals, that
Yeah.
they go and join an activism groups, that they do. There's so many forms of activism, like you can just Google,
Yeah.
what can I do, what kind of activism can I do at
Yeah.
staying at home for animals or whatever. Like you can, there's just so many things you can do nowadays. And I encourage people to do it at least once a day, to go out there and do one type of activism, whether that's comment on a vegan video, whatever it is, it helps out.
Yeah, it does. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you can do that?
And what should I do?
Something, one form of activism, whatever will suit you.
I'm kind of doing already. I think, just kind of doing all this stuff, supporting as well. I mean, also financially. So I think,
Sure.
if there is anything else, that's fine. If
Have you
there-
thought about joining an activism group, for example?
Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah.
You
I
might
will
have-
do it eventually. Yeah.
Do you live here in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
So we have We the Free, we have Anonymous for the Voices. I'm actually the We the Free organizer here. If you ever want to join, you don't have to, like nobody's pressuring you. I'm just saying if you ever want to join, you'll meet vegan people. We'll have a vegan dinner afterwards.
Yeah, it's good.
And you might get to speak to people if you feel comfortable, and if not, you at least you just interact with
Okay.
other activists, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If you give me your contact, I will.
I
I will,
actually
get in
don't
touch
have
with
any
you,
more
definitely.
cards. I don't have
By
any
the way,
more cards.
okay, I
so
will find you. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I find it. I will tag you. Like come talk to me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm that chip guy.
The?
That chip guy.
Okay.
With CHIP, but yeah, that chip guy.
Okay, I will get in touch with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
let's do something.
Would be cool. Would be cool to join. We always need more activists. We always
Yeah, I
need people
understand
to
that.
speak up
I
for
understand.
animals. Yeah.
And people should understand that it's all about control. I mean, feminism, all kind of discrimination, the caste system, and the specificism. I don't know how to call it.
Speciesism, yeah.
Yeah, that's you call it. And it's all linked. If you understand that, it's a very crucial thing. This is all linked.
So it's a mentality.
It's about control.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and cruelty as well. We don't like cruelty. Bad
don't.
thing.
Bad
thing.
I appreciate
All
you
right.
speaking to
Merry
me.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and I
Okay.
don't know, a vegan.
We'll talk to you.
Yeah. I hope you find me on Instagram or YouTube. Say that again. I mean, I'm live already.
Are you live already?
yeah, I'm live already.
All right.
All right.
Bye bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas. There you go, everybody. Happy vibes. We're enjoying this, huh? Happy Christmas from India. Sheep can't reason with a lion. An obligate carnivore, says Daniel Broccoli. I don't think that's why I cannot reason with a lion, Daniel. But yeah, you do you. Imagine being racist because other animals are racist, right? Imagine saying, hey, but these animals, you know, they kill other animals from their species, therefore I can also kill other animals from my species. And oh, you mentioned lions. Oh, that was awesome, says Mobius. Yeah, she was a very nice lady, huh? It's nice to see. We met actually, what, 3 vegans today? That's pretty cool. I think he misunderstood that one, lol, says Daniel. Did I misunderstand Daniel? Sorry. I misunderstand things a lot, right? I'm so misunderstood. Well, no, I'm so prone to misunderstandings. I don't know. You guys want to try a social experiment? It's a lot of people. We love vegans, says Rayastem. Yeah. You not leveling with people, you need to slowly get people to get used to the concept. Hey, want to try a social experiment?
What is it?
Just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We don't force people, huh? That's one of the things we don't do. You know, we respect people's autonomy. We ask them, do you want to join? Do you want to join us? Then yeah, they do, and we have a conversation. If not, hey, chicken are annoyed that you steal their eggs from them and eat for their selfish purpose. Yeah, exactly, Jigger. Daniel says awesome outreach. Okay, Daniel, I get it. You're vegan. Thank you for being here. Are you vegan, Daniel, by the way? I mean, that's a cool name. I hope you are. Seen any aliens around there? Asks Blunkter. No, there are no such thing as aliens. Or if there are, none that are intelligent enough to be on Earth, I guess. Like, use reduced meat rather than removing it altogether, or they will not listen to you, says Didi. That's okay, Didi. You can do that yourself. You know, you can go out there on the street yourself and tell people to reduce. I will tell people to stop. I don't care about people's eating habits. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to tell people what to do or what to eat, believe it or not. I'm here to tell people to stop being discriminative against species of animals just because they deem them as not worthy of body autonomy or whatever, right? Like that's what this person was saying, by the way. She was saying speciesism, which is a form of discrimination. You discriminate on certain animals based on their species. It's the same as racism. It's the same as anything else, right? It's the same as anti-feminism. It's discriminating on somebody based on a characteristic that they're born with. Oh, wait, you were born a cow? Oh, that's okay. You deserve exploitation and death. You were born a dog? No, you should be loved. What do you mean? That's literally speciesism. Polar Fleece says, I'm not vegan, but I would consider it if it were healthy. Polar Fleece, you can thrive on a plant-based diet. You can easily find ways to do it. I don't see why you wouldn't try it. There's Challenge 22, but keep in mind that veganism is not a diet, okay? It's a stance against the exploitation of non-human animals. It literally means animals should have body autonomy. If you believe animals should have body autonomy, then obviously you can't force them into slaughterhouses, you can't force impregnate them, and you can't take their babies away from them or kill them or use them however you want just because you fancied what they give, or right? Kim says, what should I do with the turkey and beef I brought? You can throw them away and get some plant-based meals. Just saying. Joey and the clone says, I do agree with that 100%, that animals should have body autonomy. Then you should be vegan. I believe in liberation of all life, says Joey. Then you should be vegan, man. If you're not vegan, then you're only saying that you believe in that, but your actions are saying otherwise. Like, imagine me saying, I believe women should have equal rights and opportunities, but then I go around punching women or beating women just because, you know, every once in a while I have to work on my punch, so I beat up women, right? It's not fair. It's not fair to them. We gotta understand, discrimination is discrimination. You can't discriminate, and you can't say I don't discriminate if you actually discriminate, right? Like, I mean, you can say it, but it means nothing. Hitachi says, what is a good argument against leather if it not increases killing cows as it is a byproduct? Leather is not a byproduct, it's called a co-product. Leather milk, meat, all of this, they work together. They're products that work together. You shouldn't be supporting either, because when you're supporting one, you're just giving more demand for sending animals to the slaughterhouse. Why don't women fight in wars? That's actually a very sexist one. I've always thought it's stupid that women don't fight in wars. Women should be fighting in wars. Women and men should be fighting in wars. But that's just another sexist thing we have in society, right? That we've never gotten rid of yet. Hey everybody, if you're here and you're enjoying the stream, you're enjoying the conversations, we're having a good time. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas if you're here. I hope you're having a good Christmas. And hey, subscribe, come on, stop it with this nonsense. There's a button that right there, it costs you nothing. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when I'm online, because I'll be online like this, doing more conversations. And yeah, challenging people's beliefs and maybe even your own, you know? Maybe if you're not vegan and you're like, what the hell is veganism? I've always thought about it, but never actually found it. Oh, veganism is ridiculous. Whatever your view of it is, you might find that you're actually aligning with it pretty much. You guys want to try a social experiment? Okay. Merry Christmas, Chip says Sensi. Thank you, Sensi. Happy you're here. You'll find most hate hunting and will fall into farming due to not liking the violence, says Joey. Yeah. Lewis says there's a lot of meat clowns in the chat. Yeah, there always are, huh? It's funny because when you go live and you speak to people about veganism and plant-based diets and respecting animals, there will always be people in the chat who get so, butthurt or so touched by the whole idea that, oh no, these people are doing the right thing, the thing that I think is the right thing. I can't find it within myself to do it because, I don't know, there's some lack of will, or I'm too lazy, or whatever it is that is keeping you from not being vegan, and you're just going around trashing others and spewing nonsense, because that's what usually is the case, right? The reality is we can survive and thrive on a plant-based diet. It's absolutely super easy, and if you think you cannot, then how can you call us vegans weak if you cannot do it and we can? Huh? That's kind of a nonsensical thing. Akito says, I don't think being vegan is the right thing. My genetics disagree. Your genetics disagree. You have it written in your genes that you need to exploit animals. I understand. Right. It's written in your genes that if you don't go around punching dogs every day, you'll get cavities in your teeth or something, right? Would you like to try a social experiment? Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. Well, I can give you a flyer. Do you speak English? Yeah, let me give you a flyer. Maybe you can read through it. You want to try it?
No, but in English?
In English, yeah.
Yeah, but I
I'll just turn this around and you tell me what you think.
change my mind. Ah, you're a mentalist?
No, it says animal abuse. Do you know what animal abuse is? Animal abuse should be legal.
Should be legal. Change my mind. And yes, what? Tell me.
So animal abuse, do you know what abuse is?
No.
I don't know what it is in French. It's like kicking, hurting them, yelling at them. You know what that?
No. Tu sais ce que ça veut dire abuse? Abuser? Abuse should be legal. Animal abuse.
Est-ce que genre l'abus d'animaux devrait être légal?
Ah yes, no, yeah, like in French. No, I understand. Yes.
Yeah. Should it be legal?
I would like to know what means abuse. No, but I know, I understand it, but
let me show you.
For the people,
I can show you. I think it's easiest if I show you.
What is your TikTok?
That's Chip guy.
That Chip's gay.
Non. sais que t'es en train de dire que
Ah.
l'abus d'animaux.
This
no,
is
abuse, excuse me. No. I'm not. I don't agree with.
you don't agree with
no,
this.
No, not at all.
Are you vegan?
I'm vegetarian.
So you support this?
No.
This is for milk. This is for cheese.
For cheese, for milk.
Yeah, they forcefully impregnate a cow. They put their hands in their anus to
No,
hold their cervix.
No.
When you buy cheese, when you buy milk, this is what you support.
I didn't know with the milk, but I drink vein milk and not milk.
Not cow's milk?
Not cow's milk.
What kind of milk?
Vegetal.
Vegetal milk. Okay.
Yeah.
And cheese? Yeah.
A
it's the
little,
same thing.
a little bit, but I.
But a little bit?
No. I eat some cheese.
A little bit still means paying for this. A little bit still means supporting this. This is the industry. This is what you're paying for when you're buying animal products. Do you eat meat?
No.
No. So just you said eggs?
Yes.
Let me show you for eggs. Beef.
But I told you when I eat eggs, I go in the farm, and I know the farm, the little farm. Well, I don't eat these eggs. No.
This place. Let me explain. This place. All the chickens that are on farms, whether they're small farms or large farms, they come from here.
No,
This is a hatchery.
No, because I live in France.
Where did they buy them from?
Normandy.
Where do
And-
they buy them from? Where do the chickens come from?
France.
From here.
France. No.
This is place zero. All the chickens come from here, all of them.
I'm not sure because.
I can get if they lay an egg every day, then they come from a hatchery. Chickens in the wild lay 12 eggs per year. Chickens that lay eggs every day are chickens that have been selectively bred, and they usually come from hatcheries
Yes,
like
but
this.
In the farm, my parents went in the farm. When I wasn't born, and well, no, not like that. They have got only four cows and chicken.
But they all come from somewhere, and they all get exploited. They all get used they all get treated as objects. Like this is before. All of them come from here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can.
Well, why not
believe
go
you.
vegan? Why not go vegan and leave animals alone?
Yeah, I'm not vegan.
Why not?
It's so because I like eggs and
But you
well,
saw for
my
eggs.
because well I don't think about all these things, and you are speaking with a person who are vegetarian. Well,
Still abusing animals, by the way.
Right.
Still supporting animal abuse, right? Even being vegetarian, you're still supporting animal abuse. And if you can be vegetarian, then I don't see why you can't be vegan.
no, but I am.
It's strictly like it's
I
about the
like
animals, you
It
know.
was a pleasure.
Let me just give you a
I
flyer
like you.
before you go.
Thank
Maybe you can go
and,
through.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas to you too, and go vegan.
Yeah.
No more animals for exploited, okay?
Bye.
Merry Christmas. There's always a little bit of a language barrier, everyone. That's what happens sometimes, but that's okay, you know. That's why I wanted to show the footage. It's good to have the footage on me. Why should vegans respect vegetarians? Exactly. Felix says typical vegetarian who just can't give up certain forms of abuse. I don't know if that is the case, to be honest. I think it was more than anything a language barrier, and I don't think she could explain. I could have explained that. Maybe I should learn a little bit of French to explain it. It's always difficult with the French people, huh? But you know, I was showing the footage also to the kids. Her kids were right there. I don't know if you saw that. So her kids also saw that, and they were like, "Oh my God!" Like, you know, planting seeds. I guess that's what we gotta do. Mobius says, "Gotta run. Hopefully you'll still be at it when I can return. Happy holidays, everyone." Mobius, thank you for being here, and have a happy holidays also yourself, and Merry Christmas. And everybody else who's here, Merry Christmas to you too. And, you know, stick around. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like. Do all that beautiful thing. It's Christmas. Hey, it's time to show a little bit of compassion. A little bit of empathy towards vegan content creators. No, I'm just kidding around. No. Hit that subscribe, everybody. Come on. Do it. Just stop it. You guys want to try a social experiment?
Oh my god, yes, I want to.
Okay, are you okay being live for my YouTube channel?
Yeah, sure, of course.
What's your name?
Eva.
Eva. Where are you from, Eva?
I'm from Greece.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'll turn this around. Oh, there it is. It says animal abuse should be legal.
Yes. Should I what am I supposed to do?
Do you agree?
I do not agree, no.
Why not?
That's a big story. Okay, first of all, I make a core assumption that the human life is inherently not more morally important than animal life. In my opinion.
like that a lot, okay?
That's my premise.
Okay, okay.
Or I will say differently. I think intuitively we believe human life is more important because we're like speciesists, so we think through our human experience, so maybe we prefer our species. But I think we don't actually have morally relevant attributes to justify this preference.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay, I like. Oh my God. So we shouldn't be abusing cats or dogs? What about cows, chickens, pigs?
Oh yes, I'm with you. We should not do that.
Do you consume any animal products?
I do consume. I'm a hypocrite, but I am trying to reduce it.
The hell? I thought you were vegan. You speak exactly like a vegan person. You talk about species. Why aren't you? Do you know what being vegan means?
Yes, I know. I know it's also real. I also study sustainability, so I think everything points towards, reducing meat consumption completely even.
But being vegan it's not a diet. Being vegan means exactly what you said.
Yeah, against
respecting
animal
animals.
suffering, yes.
Against animal exploitation, not suffering, right?
Yes.
Because there's a difference. But
Yes.
it sounds to me like you align with that. Why is it that your actions don't say that? Because if you don't, when you say I respect animals or animals should not be abused, but then you go ahead and pay for animals to be abused.
100% agree with you.
Yeah.
Because I think I take full
Same.
responsibility for this action, so there's nothing
Of
I
course,
will
that's
say
good.
to-
That's good. That's good. That's good.
because I have this conversation with other people,
Yeah.
and then. But the thing is, where I think the problem lies, especially within Western countries, is that there is this kind of gap between what is actually happening and what is our subjective experience. Because everything around us,
100%.
like we are alienated when it comes to other people suffering, animal suffering or exploitation, our own exploitation. So I think that's what is happening. So when I enter we had some nice ramen the other day. I had some meat. At that point, I didn't completely shut off the animal suffering or being exploited.
Have you seen any footage about what animals
I've
go
seen
through?
Dominion.
You've seen Dominion.
I stopped
okay.
eating meat for like a year after that.
Yeah.
But then
Not just meat, all animal products.
All animal. Yeah, actually, to be honest, that's also for another reason, because for me it's also a health reason.
Yeah.
I think animal products, they also kind of increase inflammation in many ways within the body. I personally, when I dairy, I have acne issues, but in general, I think in contemporary times in the Western world, I don't think we have a good excuse why we're still consuming animal products.
Yeah, but and I understand your perspective, and you say all the right things, but then if I would say all the right things and I would say I'm for women's rights, but then I would go around not respecting women, punching them,
Yeah, it doesn't.
shitting on their rights,
Yes.
would be, me saying it means nothing, right?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right about
Right,
that.
so it's you do know that behind every animal product there is animal abuse, right? You
Yeah.
do know there is exploitation. So why not stop? Literally, why not just?
Yeah.
Is it just because you don't accidentally do it, right? There is
No,
something
no.
within you.
And also there are a lot of options at time to eat. I mean, to be fair, I do eat way less meat than what I grew up with, because I also grew up in a household where meat was it was almost daily, if not
Same.
certainly daily.
Yeah.
So I think I have definitely reduced it significantly. But I think, as I said, what stops me from going like fully like away from it is, to be fair, a small part of me. I think that I would do it not in the right way, so I think I would lose some important nutrients. I do completely believe that you can replace like carnivore diet completely with like animal-free diet, and you can be completely fine and super healthy. But I'm not sure I can do it efficiently. I know there are sources you can look into. I don't know. I guess, to be fair, I don't know. I am a hypocrite, and I think I'm just.
But these are all excuses, are they not? Because come on,
They
in reality, you know you can find a way to make it work.
No,
right?
no, you're right. I cannot say I cannot. I can. I
Yeah.
can. I don't know what's stopping me. Maybe I guess, as I said, I can detach
Yeah,
my
I understand that. Yeah.
emotional state and how sometimes like I do care about the issue, but then when I eat something, I completely remove that from my mind.
Yeah.
So I think I have this disconnection between my emotional state at times and what I actually do. When it comes back, then I feel again bad, and then I stop it for some time. But it's not very consistent. So I don't know. I guess that would be the answer. Otherwise, I don't have a really good answer.
I mean, the reality is we live in a non-vegan world, right? So
Yeah.
we have all the opportunities to get us to not be vegan, to get us to exploit animals.
Yeah.
So maybe in this sense, being vegan requires a little bit of resistance towards it.
Yeah.
But I think if you think about the victims on the other side, about the, as you say, exploitation, a speciesism that a lot of people go through, you would instantly stop, right? Like if you were to go to a restaurant and you would find dog meat in there, would you consume that?
No, I would not. But to be fair, it would be.
Why was it different if you see?
It's not different at all, in my opinion, at all. I completely agree.
But why do you behave differently when it's beef versus dog meat?
The thing is, because what I would tell myself is that I have already consumed this type of meat. That's why even if you remove the dog from the equation, it has happened something similar to me where, for example, I was asked to meet duck, which is also a more acceptable meat to eat. But as I said to my friend, no, I don't want to eat it because it's something I haven't eaten, and I don't want to open the circle of eating even more species.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't eat the dog, but I don't think in any way is like, I don't know, the dog's life is more like important than like, I don't know, the cow's life or even the instinct's life. I don't know, like I don't see like there's a fundamental moral difference, to be fair.
Okay, but you say that, but you do treat them differently.
Yeah, I do treat them differently.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I cannot say anything more than that. I know.
So I don't know, like how many more animals should be exploited for you before you change?
I don't think it's about the number of animals that need to be exploited or not. I think it's about me, I don't know, removing, as I said, this kind of like barriers that I have created for myself. As I said, first is if I can actually efficiently become a vegan, I think I can actually just devote time and research to do that.
I can give you some resources for that also.
That would be nice, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the second one is to, I don't know, I guess consume content that is gonna help me bridge that disconnect between my emotional state and what I actually do practice. Because sometimes the content I consume, I focus on different issues, and then I completely forget that, and then I need to see something again to make me, I don't know, strengthen that.
I understand that.
Yeah, so the animal becomes again an animal and not just like a commodity that I consume, and then I just can forget about it.
Exactly.
So I think that's what I need to do more frequently.
Yeah, you need to. And also, I would say, just putting it out there, asking you, have you ever thought about when you eat, trying to be a bit more conscious about what you eat, just for this purpose? Because
yes,
you
for sure.
realize about yourself that maybe you're not conscious when you eat, but just focusing when you eat, knowing that, hey, there's something I need to look after when I eat, and that might be this, right?
No, for sure. Like as I said, I have reduced quite a lot the amount of meat I eat in general.
But reducing is not enough.
It's not enough. You're right. Because exactly, you
It's
cannot
still-
draw a line. It's
yeah.
okay to kill this animal. Like it doesn't work
you're
like
still
that.
you're drawing a line just differently. You're
No,
killing
you're right.
some animals, not others,
No.
right? It's
I mean,
the
I
same.
guess there is some positive impact environmentally.
Yeah,
as much as you can.
environmentally it is,
But
yeah, but-
if you see animal life as equally like important as a human life, there's not a line.
And you do see that.
I do see that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know
all
why
the
I'm
more
like this.
worse. Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I'm actually dealing with a lot of these emotions lately, but also other topics.
Yeah.
I don't want to have this cognitive dissonance between what I
Exactly.
do and how I feel.
Jesus Christ, why aren't you vegan? It's
maybe I'll become
annoying
after
me.
this.
You should be vegan. It's so
Maybe I needed this
like
meeting.
it just sounds to me like you know all the terms, you understand all the problem. It's just somehow you become dissonant when you eat or when you refuse.
Yes.
But that's not an excuse. I mean, it's not how should I put it? It's you obviously have taken the great steps towards it, and you have informed yourself a lot about it. You've even watched Dominion, as you said, but being informed and knowing is half of it.
Yes.
The most important part is acting on it, and that
Exactly.
means not participating in this, not sending animals to slaughterhouses.
No,
And-
of course.
And when I ask you how many more animals, you say it's not about the animals, but the reality it is about the animals, because why I sit here, I don't care what you eat, I don't care what you do. I just care that your actions don't impact other innocent animals, they don't have a voice. I'm the one speaking for them, right? So
Yeah.
that's what they need. They need a voice, and they need people to stop sending them to slaughterhouses. So it's about them, right? When you buy one animal product, it might mean nothing to you, but to that one animal, it means their whole life. It costs them their whole
No,
life.
of course. There's nothing. I don't know how you can argue back to that. I
yeah,
agree with you.
You can't.
with that.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's insane. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's
I don't
insane.
disagree with
It's
you.
insane to me. Yeah, it's insane to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let me give you just. That's.
Yeah,
I
please,
wish
I
I
would
have some.
appreciate it,
Let me see if I have another card.
Thank
Because on the card I have. Do you know Challenge 22? Have you heard of that?
Challenge 22. No,
Yeah.
actually, I haven't.
Okay. If I don't have a card, I'll ask you to pull up your phone to put it. Let me see if I have a card. Some other cards. I'm out of cards.
No, I can look it up also.
Do you have your phone with you?
I do have.
Come on, pull up Challenge 22. I'm not gonna let you go. You're way too well to informed.
Okay. Project 22.
No, Challenge 22.
Ah, challenge. Sorry. Challenge. Ah, yeah. Okay. Is this it?
Yeah.
Try for 22. Oh.
They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day. They help you go vegan. It's all free.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's all you
Okay.
need. Yeah, and let me also give you a flyer. You'll have you might have the same resources or other resources here. You'll have some content that you need to get incentivized. You're an intelligent person. Come on,
I'm just lazy
You can't
and a
excuse,
hypocrite.
but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
It's
We
not.
can't allow it for an
no,
excuse.
it's not. It's not at all.
That's not an excuse.
You're right.
Are
Thank you very much. Nice meeting you.
Are you subscribing to it now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Join the challenge. Okay. I am 16. I know that. Sorry. What is
Is
that?
that the terms and conditions thing?
Oh well, that's also a different issue. I'm gonna say, but it's for another day. Never
Oh,
mind.
that
Yeah.
it's now based in Israel. Yeah,
Well,
it
we
doesn't
pick our
mean
fights.
anything. We pick our fights. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree
plus,
with you.
It doesn't necessarily mean you're supporting the war. I
No, of
completely agree
course.
with
Probably
you.
these people are the ones that are also opposing.
Exactly.
I would
exactly,
imagine.
Exactly.
Okay. Maybe here? Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect. Join group.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Perfect.
I appreciate you. Thank you
Nice
so much.
meeting
What
you.
was your name?
Thank you, Eva.
Eva. I'm Chip. I would give you to my YouTube channel, but I don't have anything. My
No,
YouTube.
it's okay. I can also write it down.
Okay.
Oh. Yes. Yes. What is the name?
That Chip guy.
Sorry.
That.
The. Like this.
No,
chip?
like that. Like not this, but that.
That. That. Ah.
Yeah. Chip. CHIP.
Oh my God. I cannot write.
Guy. Yeah.
Cheaper guy.
No, that chip guy.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know there was a that chipper guy. Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Wait. How is it not that book? No. Maybe if you do. You see me right now? Yeah. This,
Oh yes.
See, there you go.
Oh
That's
my God. Oh, that's. Oh
You're
wow.
alive now. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having this conversation
Of
with
course.
me.
I
And,
wish you good luck, and I wish I also will take my way.
Go vegan, okay?
Yes, I
you're
will.
you're too
No,
smart
it's
for it.
about time. You're right. I
It's
have
about
more-
time. You have to do it.
Yes, you're right. I will do it.
Nice. Bye. She subscribed to Challenge 22 on the spot. That was cool to see. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're enjoying today. Verdant says, at least she says it. Yeah, that was insane, huh? Somebody who completely understands the point, completely gets it, absolutely 100 completely gets it, but that did not follow it. That was the first time I ever saw that. Interesting. Oh no, that chipper guy is the opposite of that chip guy. Okay, okay. Lewis says trolls should be timed out. I mean, if they are actually trolling, yes, but otherwise, let them be a little bit. Let them maybe listen to some arguments. And, you know, after all, we're doing this so that other people, other non-vegans also become vegan, right? Nothing to see here says veganism is hard. What specifically makes it hard for you? I would say it's actually quite easy. We even had vegans here say it. I asked them, is it difficult? And they said, no, it's easy. It's easy. Yeah, it is. You know, if you think changing a diet, because I'm assuming that that's what you think that is the hard part about veganism, because the reality, veganism is not even a diet. It's a moral stance against the animal exploitation, non-human animal exploitation. But if you think that the diet that comes along with it, and it's not even a diet, but rather a consequence that you're not exploiting animals, and thus you're not eating their flesh or their secretions, if you think that because of that it is hard, then I think you're probably a person who hasn't really had hardships. I'm sorry to say that, but if you think that that is hard, I'm sorry for you. Lewis says chip trolls are those who repeatedly spam the chat with nonsense. Yeah, I mean, I think Benji knows. I think I've raised the issue with Benji a couple of times to not time out people who are not vegan just for not being vegan. So I trust Benji. So yeah. And I also trust Ali, who's another moderator, so yeah. And Martin, of course. Martin is an awesome moderator also. So yeah, it's. I don't even know if I haven't mentioned you as a moderator. I'm sorry. It's I always remember Benji and Martin and Ali because you're so present. But there's other people who are always present. You know, Sensi's always present, and it's just I appreciate all of you guys for being here. The community is amazing, you know, and. Honestly, sometimes I feel sad for people who are not vegan for just strictly for missing out on such an amazing community. So yeah, we fight sometimes. Yeah, we have disagreements, and yeah, we get into things. But hey, that's like a family, right? That's all people do that. So yeah. And if you're new here, you know what? Why not join the community yourself? Why not hit that subscribe and join this beautiful community? Why not hit that like? Maybe you'll understand something new. Maybe you'll open your mind, you know? The thing about it was when I went vegan, which was interesting, was that I actually felt like my mind was open to a whole new world that I didn't even realize. And it's insane. It's insane once you see it. Once you realize just how insane our mentality is, just how insane our society is built literally on the exploitation of other beings strictly because we can. You realize just how insane and just how many wars and things that went bad throughout humanity, how many of these come from the same mentality that justifies doing whatever we want to animals. It's the same mentality, and it's insane. Sorry, I had to go away for a minute. Was somebody complaining about getting timed out, says Ali. No, Ali, no. I was just saying thank you for being a moderator, Ali. I appreciate you for being here. I think I have one more conversation in me, everybody, and I appreciate you for being here with me. I know usually we say it for a little bit longer, but I'm not as dehydrated as I usually am, so I might need to go to the toilet soon. Sadly. I still haven't found a situation for this, and it seems like during winter, I don't know what it is, because during summers, right, we could do 3 hours easily, but during winter, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe the cold. I don't know what it is. Whew. Bye, Benji. Thank you for being here. Cold might be doing it, says Linda. Yeah, cold might be doing it. I don't know. Yeah, but we had some pretty good conversations today, huh? We've had some, like last time we had only bad conversations. Today we had good conversations, a lot of good ones. So it's pretty good. It's Christmas, asks Michael Will. I mean, it is Christmas Eve. It is the 24th. There's a Christmas tree over there. And there's an ice ring. So, you know. Do you ever get an argument with Christians, says Dirk, asks Dirk. Well, I do sometimes get in arguments with them. Yeah, it happens, you know. There's no way around it. I had fun. Had the fun festivus yesterday watching Sanctuary live streams. Oh, that's really cool, Ali. It's really cool to watch. Whew. Is it cold? It is a little bit cold. Yes. It's honestly it's not that cold outside. It's just the wetness in the air makes it feel pretty cold. And specifically, my feet are frozen, even though I have 3 pairs of socks. But I also have these shitty shoes, and I'm not willing to change them. Well, they're not shitty. They're just summer shoes. Hello from Texas, Vegan for Life. Hello, Vegan for Life writer, Chick 44. Nice to see you. I think the weather in Texas is probably way better than here, huh? It's, as you can see here, there you don't ever see the sky, or you barely see the sky during winter. It is wet, as I was complaining just moments ago, and it's like 6 degrees Celsius. It feels like 2, but yeah. Where is it? I am in Amsterdam. I am in front of Rijksmuseum, in front of a nice museum. What you see behind me is not a museum, but rather a Christmas tree, a large Christmas tree. This is the museum square. And there's a Christmas tree, and in front of the Christmas tree there's an ice ring, and all around the ice ring there's a Christmas market. And the one thing from the Christmas market that I constantly see while standing here, which kind of annoys me, but it is what it is. And I think you see it too. There's this red thing, you see? This red thing on the right of the screen. That says meat lovers. Not animal abusers, meat lovers. As in, hey, let me soothe let me change your perspective. You're not a rapist, you're a sex lover. You're a sex lover, you're not a rapist. You like to make love. That's what you are. Literally, that's exactly how it is. Having scrambled tofu right now at home. David Perez, nice David Perez. Hey Leon, nice to see you here. I use 3 pairs of socks, jeans, and thermal pants, a sweater, and 2 winter coats and gloves. I was pretty warm. Oh, okay, nice. Whew. I agree, but Christianity literally believes they have a right to harm and use animals. It's a problem. They don't actually believe that. It's just another excuse. That's the reality. Hi.
Hello.
You want to try the social experiment?
I will be a part of the experiment, yes.
Love it. You okay being live from my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
What's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor, nice to meet you. I'm Chip. Where are you from?
USA.
USA, okay. Were you going to say Canada or?
No, I was going to say the state.
Oh, the state, okay, okay, love it. Is that Kansas or?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, nice. Okay, so animal abuse should be legal. Do you agree?
No.
Why not?
So many reasons. I don't even know where to start. Just abuse in general, like physical and emotional.
Yeah, I would ask you to define it, but you already defined it. Okay. More. Yeah, why is that? Why should it not be legal?
It should not be legal because it harms the animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what?
That's the main reason. It's
okay.
just not good to harm the animals, I think. So.
Okay. So not cats, not dogs. What about cows, chickens, pigs?
I see. Yes.
Should they be abused?
That's interesting to think of that as abuse or not, but in a lot of ways they are abused. Yeah,
right.
Livestock.
I mean, cutting their throat for something that is optional to us is abusive, is it not?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, do you think that you can maintain your status of being against animal abuse while simultaneously supporting it by buying animal products?
I do, yeah. In sustainable ways, you can always raise animals for meat and other things, just like you raise plants for food.
So you can raise animals, abuse them, and then say that it's not abuse because you have a good reason behind it? Or
exactly. Same thing with plants. If you kill plants, how is that different than animal life?
Plants are not sentient.
How do you know that?
Science.
What?
Science.
That's
They don't
not-
have a
that's not
central.
good enough.
So sentience is a emerging property of brains and central nervous systems.
I'm fully
Plants
aware
have
of that.
neither. But let's say you believe that plants have central nervous systems or brains or sentience, whatever, right?
Sentience is just knowing you're alive.
Exactly. But let's say plants have sentience. You believe plants have sentience. Wouldn't it still make sense to kill less plants? Because animals are fed more plants. So when you kill an animal for food, when you use an animal for food, you have to feed them more and more plants. So you're killing way more plants in that way, right?
Right.
So you're still creating more harm or whatever it is that you would think. But
There's no sustainable ecosystem.
it's not about sustainability, right? It's about animal rights. It's about, do you think there's any difference between humans and animals that justifies doing
there's
it?
no difference.
Right.
There's
We
no
are all
difference between
animals, right?
you, me, and an ant.
Yeah, so then how can we justify enslaving and exploiting animals for food?
Because they taste good.
Would it be a safe?
Have you ever eaten full? Have you,
we-
have you ever eaten a baby horse?
could
A
we
baby
ever-
horse was the best steak I've ever had in
Could
my
we
life.
ever?
I
Could we
promise you.
use the same justifications for doing it to humans?
Well, you wouldn't eat people because you get prion diseases in your brain.
If you cook them well enough, you're thinking you can't eat people.
You can eat the muscles of people, but you can't eat
There you
brain
go.
matter and things.
You can eat the muscles, right?
Yeah.
So could we use the same justification to kill humans and eat their muscles?
I wouldn't kill people to eat them, but we could grow people meat in labs and do that.
So we can grow people. I could grow people. And
No,
then
just the
kill
meat.
them to
No-
eat them.
Just the meat, not
So
the
why is
person
it,
itself.
I'm just trying to understand from your perspective. Why do you think treating animals is different? Is different? Like how do you justify the difference in treatment between humans and animals for
There's
yourself?
no difference.
But you do say that for humans we shouldn't be doing it, but for animals it's okay to do it.
Well, I think that people shouldn't kill like every animal and stuff, but you should kill animals for food and things. Yeah.
Yeah, so we should be killing humans for food and things also.
Not humans for food, but
So
other
again,
animals.
where does this difference come from? Like you say because you say humans and animals are the same.
Right.
And you say animals should be killed for food, humans not. Why?
Well, other animals kill humans for food.
So
we just prevent them from killing
So why
us.
shouldn't we kill humans for food?
Because it's just not. I mean, there's lots. Like I said, the prion diseases in the brain and things.
Well,
so-
you said that we can eat their muscles. So why
Right, we
shouldn't
could grow muscles in labs, and then
Yeah.
people would have to die.
But why couldn't we just grow humans and eat them?
We can. That's fine.
Okay,
I don't
so
see an
that's
ethical
fine.
problem with that.
So there's no ethical issues with
I don't think so. If you're cloning people and using them for meat, it's the same as livestock.
So no, not cloning them, because livestock is not being cloned, right? They're being forcefully impregnated, and they have their babies taken from them and then killed, right? So doing the same thing to a human being, right?
That'd be fine. Yeah, for
That'd
me.
be fine. So forcefully impregnating a woman is fine.
Yes.
So you're okay with rape?
No.
Well, that is
For,
forceful
for livestock.
impregnation.
For livestock.
Well, livestock could be humans.
You're
in your-
talking about that, yeah,
But
that's
livestock
fine.
could be human in your
Sure,
perspective.
yeah.
So raping humans is morally justified as long as there's a reason.
No, there's no moral justification for any of this. You're talking about energy. You're talking about bio.
No, I'm talking about morals here, right? That's why I said like animal abuse should be legal, right? The reason why I say animal abuse should be legal is because I'm trying to grasp your morals, right?
I know. Yeah.
So morally speaking, do you think abusing animals is okay? Do you
Yes.
think abusing humans is okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you would basically be able to justify raping humans. You think raping humans is okay?
If their IQ is low enough.
So
like
you
livestock.
think low enough, meaning that at some point that you think that intellectually challenged humans it's okay
Should be
to
used
do-
for meat.
It should be used for meat. Okay, say some more of your morals, because I think you're getting more people on the vegan side simply because of the ridiculous claims that you're making. Come on, tell me more. So
This
what
is
else
fun.
is it? What's your IQ, by the way?
190.
190, right? So if we find somebody with a higher IQ than you,
Mhm.
they should be able to kill you and use you for meat.
Sure.
Because that's just how it works, right?
Yeah.
And do you think that? So am I to understand that you are pro-slavery, because you're pro-human abuse, so therefore you should be pro-slavery also, right?
No, no.
No, why not?
Because the livestock are not enslaved.
Excuse me, they're not enslaved.
No, they have the choice to be there. They can run.
Wait. Animals have a choice to be
Yeah, they
there
can run
on the
away.
farm.
They could run away.
Please explain to me, how do animals have a choice in running away?
They choose to be in the farm. They love to
They
be in the
choose
farm.
to be, yeah. The fences, everything, the whole system that built around animals, keeping them in that place, is a system that's optional. You're saying.
Yes.
And you say I'm sorry.
Only the stupidest animals were able to get captured.
Only the stupidest animals were able to get captured, not the ones we selectively bred, right?
Well, we captured them first and then selectively bred them over generations, just
okay.
like with plants.
Okay, so I mean, plants are not sentient again. So do you believe plants are sentient?
This has nothing to do with sentience or not.
Well, it is, right? Because sentience means the capability that they would feel the harm that you're doing onto them. That's
Ooh,
the hence
that's
why
interesting.
that's why sentience matters.
Feeling and knowing you're alive.
Yeah.
So things that don't know they're alive can't feel. I don't know about that. I don't think that's true. Plants respond to their environment. Just like you and I do. How do they do that?
Yeah, so does my phone, right?
Through
my
feeling.
phone, my phone responds to environment. I tap the phone, and there you go, it turns on. I put in a light to it, and the light sensor
I
makes
love
it
people
on
with
and
no
off,
formal
right?
biological education. I love it so much. I have a master's in biology.
You have a master's in biology, and you
Yes.
think plants are sentient?
No.
Oh, okay, so plants are not sentient.
No.
There you go. Thank you. At least admitting that. So animals are sentient. Plants are not sentient.
No.
But then
No,
again,
no.
the-
You just all animals are sentient? Absolutely.
No, not all
We're the only
animals.
sentient animal that we know of because we're the only animal that we can talk to.
Well, no, we know that.
Okay.
Do you know about? Have you heard about the Declaration of Consciousness? The Cambridge Declaration of
Oh,
Consciousness.
I'd love to talk about consciousness. Why do you have a subconscious?
Have you heard about
Why
the
do you
Declaration?
have a subconscious?
I was asking the questions before.
I'm
I knew
asking
that.
you a question.
This is. Listen, you might be more intelligent than me, and I'm not
I'm
saying
not
this
saying I
isn't
am.
a measurement of intelligence right here. I'm not trying to grasp what you know or what you don't know, right? I'm not here trying to. I'm just here trying to understand how you can justify exploitation, rape, and all of these horrible things that we've done across
Because
human
we need
history and
energy.
that we continue to. But we don't need to do this to sentient beings. We
We
can
do.
do it to plants.
No.
Why?
Plants and animals are both alive.
But
It
they're
doesn't
not
matter if
sentient
they
again.
know that they're alive.
Well,
What's the difference between
The
that?
difference is that they have subjective experiences. Animals have subjective experiences.
So do plants.
Plants don't.
What do you mean? That their existence is subjective. That plant is different from that plant is different from that plant. They live in different places. They
But they
experience
don't
different
have, they
things
don't
all
have
the
a
time.
different experience of life, right? They don't have emotions. They don't have feelings. They don't justify. They don't reason. They
Because they
don't
don't
have
have a
will
brain?
to live.
Because they don't have a brain?
Yeah, because they don't
You
have
don't,
a brain.
you don't think they have a will to live because they don't have a brain?
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Yeah.
There's so many things that have the will to live that don't have brains.
What things are those?
All microorganisms.
All micro have a will to live.
I
They
would say
want
so.
to live.
They want to reproduce.
They're not inherently built to live. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, the butterfly has no choice to pollinate the flower. It's all physics. The butterfly does not choose to become a butterfly from a caterpillar. It has to go pollinate that flower. It has no choice.
Okay, let me ask you this way.
You
Do you
have no
think animals
choice.
have personalities?
Humans have personalities.
Do you think animals have personalities?
Certain animals do, for sure. Chordates, I would say.
Do you think
Animals in the same phylum.
Do you
as
think
us.
dogs have personalities?
Yes. Dogs
Do you
and
think
cats.
cows have personalities?
Things with faces, yes.
Yeah,
I
so
do.
cows have personalities.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so again,
And they should be killed for food.
they should still be killed for food.
And they
well,
will
you
be
said
killed for
you
food.
said even humans should be killed for food. So,
They can be, yes, if it's necessary.
well, no, you based on your own moral standards, you said they should be
Well,
because they're less intelligent. You said less intelligent people should be used for meat. You just said that.
well, the world is overpopulated. It would be good to knock
Yeah.
the population down to 5 billion or so.
Yeah. So you have this. Do you always have the supremacist view of the world, or
Supremacist? What do you mean?
because you say you're superior to others, therefore others should be exploited for you, right? 'Cause,
Yes, that's how the world works. And until
well,
we
that's
have,
how it works, but that's not how it has to work.
until
does it, right?
it will stay that way until we can convert energy directly into matter, like in Star Trek. We will never have socialism or anything like that. It will be capitalism until we can literally convert energy into matter.
I mean, you can say whatever you want about it, but the reality is you are making the world this way, right? Like you have the supremacy mindset. You are the ones who are exploiting and forcing other innocent beings into slaughterhouses for something that just gives you pleasure, because you can get energy from plants, right? You don't need to
Not
get
the same energy.
Oh,
must
you
have
cannot get the same macronutrients from plants.
There are certain molecules that plants don't produce, like taurine and other things.
Yeah, and you need taurine. Your body doesn't produce it, do you?
It produces it, but you do
Ah,
need
okay,
it.
so you don't need it. All
It's
the
better to
essential macronutrients that you need, you can get from plants, can you not?
You can.
Okay, so then how, so then your only justification for doing this to animals is for pleasure?
Yes.
Taste pleasure?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just find it ridiculous, that's it. But it's okay. I don't want to keep talking to a psychopath, so it's okay.
Thank you. It
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same, but I don't enjoy talking to psychopaths.
Thank you. I really liked it.
I don't. Maybe stop being an animal abuser, and that will be okay.
Continue to rape every animal I see.
Okay, continue to rape also men if that's your case. Yeah, psychopath, exactly. Thank you. I mean, he was clearly intelligent. I'm not gonna say that he wasn't intelligent, but psychopath, yeah. PSS Chip Iraq, thank you so much. Finally met his match, says Nemedian. Well, no, I just met a person who says he would rape humans. Again, I met a person who said that intellectually challenged people should be used as meat. Really. Talk about privilege. Talk about privilege, huh? How did you not knock him out? It's okay. I don't think he was being genuine. I think he was just ridiculous, and I tried to to s- to show to extract the most ridiculous claims from him that he can. I was just curious to which extent he would go, and he went to the whole extent of saying, well, there's too many people on this earth, so yeah, using some of them for meat is okay. There you go. Calver talking says he was acting for camera. No, I think he just became dissonant. He was a troll. Yeah, exactly. He was a troll. I don't even think his IQ was 190. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. My IQ is what, 145, something like that. I'm not that smart, okay? There you go. You don't need to be smart to be vegan. You just need to have some basic critical thinking skills and rationalization and, respect others. This person didn't have that part. He didn't respect others. Maybe he had some critical thinking skills. Although at first he said plants are sentient, and then he said, well, they're not. Although he came up with some contradictions. Whatever. Everyone who claims they have over 150 are trying to claim they're smarter than Einstein, says Dirk. Yeah, I don't know. I did my IQ, I think, 2 years ago again, and it was still a 145 or something. 140 something. I don't remember exactly, but something like that. Yeah. Roya says he wasn't smart. I didn't get super smart vibe from him either. He's smarter than average, though probably just more experienced in arguing. To be honest, I didn't feel he was experienced in arguing. I feel that every time he didn't have an argumentation, a good enough point, he just brought up some terms that I didn't know of. Like, I literally don't know. I'm not a biologist to know. But what he understood, hence why what I was discussing with Sky, which is very important, the importance of having a word for what we mean, sentience or subjective experience. He said plants have a subjective experience. What? How could plants have a subjective experience? He said the only animals that we know are sentient are humans, because those are the only ones we can talk to. And then he went around and said, yes, other animals are sentient. Other animals have emotions. Like, it's insane. Like, it just was kind of all over the place. He wanted to show intellectual superiority over me. And if he accomplished that, hey, whatever. I don't care. He might be smarter than me. I don't care about that. I don't think somebody who's smarter is superior. He does, which is sad, but it is what it is. Anyway, I want one more conversation because this one kind of triggered me a little bit. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the stream. If you're enjoying this kind of shitty conversations or good conversations that we're having sometimes, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and, come on, be here, be vegan, stop it with this nonsense. We're here doing a social experiment. We're trying to get people to think about their choices a little bit and, maybe show some compassion, show that they themselves can be treated equally, that everybody deserves to be treated equally, that it's important that we treat everybody equally. Sorry, I was just absent-minded for a second. I just sub. I love this, says Calvert King. Okay, well, thank you. Welcome. Next person is vegetarian, 100%, says Dirk Blue. Okay. Let's see. It's probably a lot of... that was a great conversation. You forced him to stand face to face with his cognitive dissonance and ignorance. Bravo, says Witter. Writer chick. I don't know. What does your sign says? My sign says, I'm doing a social experiment. Come and talk to me. He didn't sound smart to me, twerp, says Jackie Boyle. Hey, Jackie, nice to see you here. If they sell, I will eat if I like, says Wallo1. Yeah. Yeah, with a person who is like that, like he is, like that the previous person was, and if you're just joining, by the way, we just had a conversation. Hi, you want to try a social experiment? Yeah. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
What channel?
It's just my YouTube channel. Are you okay being live on it?
Yeah, but who's watching it then?
I don't know. People? Who's watching? People?
Oh.
A couple of people?
It's just live and that's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's not on YouTube or something.
It is on YouTube live.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Are you okay?
Well, just a few people.
Okay. So it says animal abuse should be legal. Do you agree?
No, of course not.
Why not?
because it's horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I mean,
What specifically is horrible about it?
because animals can suffer too. Their feelings too, emotions, and well, they can feel pain.
I like that. Okay. So, how do you define abuse?
Harm, just how do you say, put tension on them or just really hurt them, by standing on their tail or so, or hitting them, or also by giving too little food, or keeping in a small space or so.
Yeah, so it can be physical, emotional, in all
definitely,
ways, right?
yeah.
Okay. So it shouldn't be abusing cats or dogs. What about cows, chickens, pigs?
Yeah, no, they should abuse me. I'm a vegetarian by accident, maybe. Well, maybe my shoes not.
You're a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you vegetarian?
Oh yeah, because of animal abuse, but not only for that, because of all the land that's they use for it. All the arable land. That's,
So for the environment, you mean?
Yeah, for the environment.
So you're not vegetarian for the animals.
Oh, also yes, more than I used to be.
Do you consume any dairy products or?
Yeah, that too much. I think.
Do you
too
know
many.
what happens to
Yeah.
dairy cows? Do you know what happens to dairy cows?
Yeah, I don't know. I know, so I try to minimize it, but it's difficult because we live in a society based on dairy products, more or less.
Do you think there's some abuse behind dairy products?
Yeah, oh yes, I know.
So do you think you can be against animal abuse when you say?
Oh no, yeah, I can
When
be
you buy
against.
animal
Well,
products?
I try to be vegan, but it's really hard
What specifically is hard about it?
because all the shops, the whole society, what I told you, is based on dairy, meat and dairy products, and of course I'm brought up with them, so it's hard to, ignore them, or hard to not to eat them.
But do you live here?
Yeah, no, in Holland, yeah.
Yeah. So you have plenty of readily available
That's true.
options, right?
That's
Everywhere.
true. I should do it.
yeah. And I'm just like, do you think if we were to live in a society where women are not respected, do you think it would be a fair enough assumption for somebody to say, hey, it's hard for me to respect women because nobody does?
Oh, this.
Because being vegan literally means respecting animals. Literally means not forcing them into slaughterhouses for optional
Yeah.
things, right? Like shoes, like clothing, like entertainment, like food, any of it.
So, what you try to say now?
So I'm trying to ask you, how many more animals should be exploited for you before you change?
As few as possible, but you're right. I should try more. Yeah, I should try more to be vegan.
Because
But-
even that one time when you buy one animal product, one animal gets exploited and slaughtered for you.
It's true.
Yeah.
But maybe sometimes I try to eat soya yogurt or so, and it's not so good,
Depends on which one you get. The
Yeah,
Alpro
yeah.
ones are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I will
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to like. The reality is, we can think of ourselves and what we like and the difficulties that we're facing. But do you think any of the difficulties that we're facing are in any way even come close to the difficulties that the animals are facing?
In a way, yes.
They are, because a cow gets forcefully impregnated to have to produce milk. She has her babies taken from her.
From the first day. Yeah.
And
I know.
if the baby is male, they get killed. Do you think
Yeah.
any of that is just as difficult as us choosing different products? Or who do you think is more difficult, for us or for the animals?
For the animals, of course. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also the the male hens, the male chickens, is awful.
Yeah. And while of course it would be better for the environment to be vegan anyway, the reason why I sit here on the street and I talk to people like such as yourself is because I want you to think about the victims of your choices, right? Like any
Yeah.
other animal. And when you buy dairy products, I used to be vegetarian too, by the way. But when I saw what the dairy industry does to cows,
Yeah.
I just said, I don't know how I can be part of it. And the taste difference between, as you said, soy yogurt and
Yeah. You have to get used to it.
yeah, you have to get used to
Yeah.
it, but you get used to it in like a week or
Yeah,
two.
so I should try more.
And it's just
I should try more.
like, I feel like for me, it doesn't justify what these cows go through. It just doesn't. Does it to you? Does it justify what they go through?
No, no.
No. It's just
I
a
don't.
small taste difference,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, okay. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Can I give you I'll give you a flyer because I don't have any more cards.
It's more. It's a hard process, I think, for me and for the society.
Have you heard about Challenge 22?
No.
So Challenge 22 or Vegan Challenge, I think Vegan Challenge is a Dutch one. Veganchallenge.com. They hook you up with a nutritionist, send you recipes every day. They help you go vegan, and it's for like 30 days.
Okay.
Because afterwards, you know, it's for most people it's a habit, and then they.
Is it in here or it's vegan
I think
22?
you.
Okay.
I think it's Vegan Challenge or Challenge 22.
Or challenge 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you for speaking to me,
Yeah.
and yeah, let's.
well, it's a painful subject.
It's a difficult subject for a lot of people, I understand,
Yeah.
but we got to tackle it. You know, we
Yeah,
can't
I
be
know.
complacent with it.
I think it goes really slowly.
In society, yes,
Yeah.
but we as individuals can choose overnight to never participate in it again.
Yes. Okay.
What's your name?
Floor.
Fleur. I'm Chip. Nice to
Okay.
meet you,
Yeah,
Fleur.
nice to meet you.
Uh,
Bye-bye.
go vegan, okay?
Yeah, you.
Bye. Have a good one. Yeah. Not the best conversation, I guess. But I will turn around the sign. Oh, Jackie, thank you so much for the donation. I will turn around the sign. Let's trigger some people. Let's see what they have, what they say. It says animal abuse should be legal. Jackie, thank you so much. Lol, not the best conversation. Maybe it's you, bro. Yeah.
What do you think about organic dairy products? Because I buy them organic.
Oh, it's the same thing that
Same,
happened.
huh?
Yeah, sadly.
Maybe,
it's-
maybe the calf can stay with the cow, but that's all.
Yeah, the thing about organic is that it's a label that's made for us humans, and
Yeah.
maybe some animals have a little bit more space, but the practices of them being forcefully impregnated, them having their babies taken from them and then killed, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Organic just means they're
Yeah.
fed organic
Yeah.
mass, and then they're
they have their own food from their own land. and
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's no excuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one. Well, she came back and had some questions. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually a good sign, if you ask me. That's pretty nice. She does care, and she will go vegan since Sensi. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good sign that she came back. Yeah. Mike Rodick says 2 words: bacon cheeseburger. I'll give you 2 words: gassing pigs. That's how pigs are killed. They're gassed to death in CO2 gas chambers. So, yeah. You know what, everybody? Actually, I think we're done. Let me just show you a little bit around. I think it would be cool now that it's Christmas and it's kind of cool here. Let me see. Maybe I can move around with you for a little bit. I want to show you the ice ring also a little bit. Why not show you a little bit of something? Laura says 3 words: vegan bacon cheeseburger. Exactly. The suffering before the gas is even worse, says Sensi. Yeah, it is. I mean, all of it is worse, to be honest. It's all horrible. Hey, I appreciate everybody for being here. It's Christmas. I hope you are enjoying your Christmas. I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. Where are you? Asks me Calvert King. I'm in Amsterdam, in front of Rijksmuseum right now. Let me show you a little bit around. I'll just put on my backpack and I'll take you with me. You know, that's the thing about it, huh? Some people, what I've noticed today, some people really need a little bit more motivation and push, as you saw, right? Like some conversations were just about me trying to motivate them. Some conversations were about just informing them, and some conversations, like with that guy, were just silly, right? There will always be all kinds of conversations. I guess what I'm trying to point out is that if you're ever shy about having conversations with people, don't be. It's as you see, people are kind of nice, you know. People are not dicks or anything, and most people, they actually care enough about animals that they want to make some changes. So or at least they feel bad enough that they want to make changes. That's also that, right? But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me show you a little bit around. I'll just remove you from the... Oop. Okay, there you go. I removed you from here. So I will show you. There is the Christmas tree. Of course, we're next to a bike lane. There is the museum that I've been sitting in front all day. And yeah, it's quite a nice area, not very warm. I want to go closer to the Christmas tree, but I don't think I can because there's a lot of cables and I might lose the sound. But hey, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I say it again, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Merry Christmas to everybody. Please show some compassion. If you're not vegan, hey, at least make a difference for Christmas. Just show some compassion for animals. You know, we all deserve compassion. We all deserve freedom. We all deserve to not be exploited, okay? So leave them off your plate. Make an exception. And you know what? The New Year's is coming. Most people try veganuary, try that, and you'll see maybe, you know what, it's far easier than you thought, and never go back again. Because exploiting animals, exploiting innocent sentient beings, forcing them into slaughterhouses, taking away their body autonomy, literally sexually violating them, all of this is things that you're supporting, is things that you're paying for when you're buying animal products. And I do mean for food, for clothing, for leather, for all of it, okay? So if you're against that, just, you know, stop. There's no reason to continue. Just give it a try. You might find that it's actually easier than ever. Hunter says, bro, I hunt and no one is going to change that. Yeah, or you can be, you know, a coward person and use guns and other things and kill innocent animals. Or you can choose to not be coward, you know, and leave animals alone and respect them, you know. At the end of the day, power, or how should I put this? Power comes from showing compassion, from respecting others, from refraining yourself. Just because you have power over somebody doesn't mean you should abuse it. I'll just say it. I use a bow like our ancestors. You can use whatever you want. You're still using a tool to force an animal into something that that animal should not be forced into, because they deserve to live just as much as you do. If I hunt you over with a bow or with whatever tool my ancestors used, it would not be fair towards you, okay? And Ad says, don't you abuse plants? ADD, I do not abuse plants, no. First of all, plants do not feel pain. There's that. First of all, and second, even if you do believe that, the animals you eat are abusing far more plants. So shouldn't then you be reducing the number of plants you abuse? If you're a plant advocate, you're forcing a plant into doing something it doesn't want to do, says ADD. Yeah, you're a clown, ADD, if you think that. That's funny guy. Yeah. Gregor Jew says, hey man, Jesus loves you very much. Whatever, if you say so. I'm eating jerky right now. You can eat plant-based jerky. Hey, you can choose. ADD says, no, you're a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. That's what I am. It's so funny, you know, like all of these animal abusers, all of these people who exploit animals who are not vegan, who choose to find the most ridiculous excuses, and they you know what you're doing right now, ADD, by the way, you're committing an ad hominem fallacy, which is you're pointing the finger at me and saying, but see, look what you're doing now. Do you eat avocado? No, I don't eat avocados. Let's see, you hear that one. I don't eat avocados, actually. But it's funny, even if I did, it didn't matter, you know, because it's not about what I do, right? It's not about that. I'm speaking on behalf of animals, but that's funny that you come up with the most ridiculous ad hominems. Because, yeah, would you, hey, ADD, would you exploit and slaughter dogs? ADD? ADD, do you exploit dogs? Would you exploit and kill dogs, ADD, with a bow? Whatever, however it is. ADD, I'm not gonna leave until you tell me. Do you know how many bees? Oh my god, dude. Can you just think for yourself a little bit? Can you think for yourself, ADD? Can you? Are you capable of doing that, or is it just something that, yeah? Lewis says meat clown. ADD says I love dogs. Yeah, so then you should obviously exploit and kill them. You should literally put your hand in the anus of a dog to hold their cervix and inject semen in the dog's vagina because you love dogs, right? You love them. Why not do that? It's easy. That's what we do to cows after all, right? Why wouldn't we do that to dogs? Why? What is the difference? There's no difference. Hey Chip, remember how I said I was eating jerky? It was actually deer jerky and I shot it myself. Wow, Doc NFL, congratulations on being a coward. Millions of bees die every year so people can eat avocados. ADD, yeah, and avocados are ate by non-vegans. Congratulations. So on top of killing innocent sentient individuals like cows, chickens, pigs, you're killing also bees. Congratulations, ADD. Funny, but I'm gonna ignore ADD. Let's see what other arguments come in the chat. No, you're saying you could take a gorilla with your bare hands? If you are never going to use a tool, yeah buddy, I wish you would run across a wild animal and talk it out of eating you. That's funny, says Hunter. Oh my god, yeah, because that's the situation. The reason why people go into a supermarket and buy animal products is because those animals would otherwise attack them, right? That's what they're thinking, right? Oh, I'm gonna buy this steak, otherwise, you know what? This cow's gonna come at me. What do you want, bro? I'm afraid. I'm afraid with the cow. Funny. I'm sorry. I'm being a little dick right now. But yeah. Wow, Chip, congrats on being not part of the food cycle. Eating meat is part of the food and life cycle. Oh, is it? Is it, Doc, NFL? So would it be justified for me to come in there and shoot you in the back or whatever, just shoot you and eat you because it's part of the food cycle? Doc NFL, would it be justified for me to shoot you because it's part of the food cycle? Doc NFL, you are not responding the question. I understand you're also homophobic, but please answer the question. Would it be justified for me to come and shoot you because I want to taste your flesh? Because it's the food cycle? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's have one more conversation. Maybe we can have one more. Until Duck NFL answers. Ali timed him out. Okay, fine. We'll have one more conversation. Let's see, maybe we get a quick one. Chip, don't waste your time with trolls, says Dave. Yeah, sometimes I waste my time with trolls. We should all just eat human flesh. We should all just, we should all just care about consent a little bit more, if you ask me, Just saying, animals cannot consent, therefore we can do whatever we want to them, which is what you're saying when you're buying animal products, would be wrong. Hi. I just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit. You don't want to be on camera?
But I'm curious about the question.
Are you okay being off camera, but you're still live from camera? Can you come a little bit closer? I'll still tell you when. Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around and you tell me what you think. It says animal abuse should be legal.
No,
Why
I
not?
don't think so. They're living animals. They're living beings, and they've got a right to living the way they want and being free, even if that's a pet or not. I don't think animal abuse should be put on an animal in any way. Even though it happens a lot, especially pharmaceuticals, medical industry, it happens quite a lot. And it makes sense. Animals have about 98% similar genetics to humans, so the best way we can test is through animals, harming humans as well. So if we don't test on animals, we have to test on humans, they can have a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues that can happen there too. So I get why it happens. It sucks.
Okay. So you're against abusing cats or dogs?
Yeah.
What about cows, chickens, pigs?
A lot of abuse happens in factories as well, which is terrible. I personally know a few dairy farmers, and they treat their cows pretty well. And they live. It's not like they're meandering in green pastures, but they're living in pretty clean and sterile conditions for what you can have barnyard animals living in.
How
Either
long?
that's-
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Have you lived in clean environment?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm fortunate enough to have grown up with parents who have been able to provide me with pretty clean environments. Yeah.
Would it be fair for somebody to come and kill you now? Because
No, it's not fair for no, definitely not.
did you know that dairy cows get killed when they can no longer be forcefully impregnated?
Really?
Yeah. So if you can't get it up,
but the thing
imagine
is
this.
they're
Imagine this.
food,
If
they
you can't.
become food.
Imagine this. If you can't get it up, somebody kills you and you become food.
Yo, hopefully my future wife doesn't do that to me in the future.
But would that be fair for somebody to do it to you?
No.
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 No. Like the reality
But
is.
they become food though. It's not like their death is in vain.
But you
right?
become food also.
Sorry?
You would become
yeah,
food
I would
also.
become food. I'd be like, you know what? As long as I'm tasty.
Come on, be honest
No,
about it.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
But it's a food chain, right? Like we've been as humans, we've been fortunate enough to become at the top of the food chain, and we can
We're
have
not
decisions.
at the top. No. I mean, I think
I mean,
a
we're
lot.
at the top in terms of overall like our capabilities.
But listen,
We
food chain is not a measurement of power, right? Food chain is a measurement of how energy flows in an ecosystem. That means,
Yes.
for example, carnivorous animals. So let's start with plants. Plants get their energy from the sun.
Yeah.
Animals who eat plants get their energy from the plants.
Yeah.
Animals who eat other animals eat their animals. Get their
Yeah.
energy from those animals. It's like a pyramid, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it just shows how much
Yeah.
energy is wasted.
Yeah.
It's not the
I don't mean like a literal biological or ecosystem food chain, but I do mean like in terms of militant power. We have the most power from any animal that's existed. We're animals, we're primates, and we've got that power. So
Does that justify us abusing power
it
over
doesn't
them?
justify, but it gives us more credibility is the wrong word, but just like in general power to have these unjustifications on animals.
Yeah, but
right?
should power should
But we've
somebody
gotta
who
eat.
power?
There's 7-8
But we
billion
can
of us.
eat plant-based products or plants, right?
Yeah, but there's you can't get certain things from plants that you do from meat.
What
And
is that?
also, like in
What can't you get from plants that you can get from meat?
the taste. In terms of vitamins, I do think that if you eat only plant-based and you're not well informed, you can be malnourished.
Same with meat.
Same
If
with,
you eat
yes, definitely same with
whatever
meat.
you eat,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're not eating well enough, you're gonna get
yeah,
mal.
yeah. So
Most of the
if you become
vitamins.
vegetarian and vegan and you're not well informed and you just like choose to eat salads, like you're obviously gonna have some kind of deficiencies.
Same if you're only eating meat.
Same,
right?
definitely, and your liver will hate you for it. You'll die earlier because you're only eating meat.
Yeah.
And it's an issue. And me being Pakistani, we have extremely meat-heavy diets, right? Almost every meal.
Absolutely all cultures are heavy in meat.
Yeah, no, but Pakistanis are more so. When you compare, there's the surrounding countries. Like
But either
especially
way,
compared to
let's-
India, we do it, and it's bad. It's terrible for your heart. It's terrible for your liver.
So we can discuss diets and whatever it is, but how about we discuss why I'm here? I'm standing here for animals,
Right.
and that's why I started with animal abuse is wrong, right?
Yeah.
You say animal abuse is wrong,
Yeah.
but then you
But-
go and
But it
participate
depends
in it,
on
right?
the animal abuse, right? If it's for food, it makes sense.
So
as long as the
abusing
death
animals,
isn't for vain,
abusing animals, as long as you get some benefit out of it, is okay.
I think it depends on what you define as abuse, right?
How would you define abuse?
I mean, like unjustly just killing them, or like hurting your pets for no reason, having animals as a farmer.
So if there's a reason, it's no
them.
longer abuse.
If there's a reason maybe that justifies human significance, it's like in terms of having food, like leather goods, you know, rearing these animals for selling.
So
for
what
making
if you get some
profits.
benefit from it? Abusing them is okay.
Well, like I said, in my mind, it's not like it's abuse when they're taken care of, right? Up until the very end, and you know, everyone
Up until
has
the
a-
very end. No.
up until the very end.
Let's be clear.
Everyone has a
Animals
life.
are killed at a fraction of their lifespan.
That
It's
is
not their very end.
No, yeah,
It's-
unnatural very end. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's terrible, eh? But
It's as I said, somebody coming to you, killing you right now.
yeah, it happens across humanity as well.
Yeah,
All
but then we
it's
don't say
happening
that
right
it's fair. We don't justify it, do we? We don't
What?
support it. So people being killed,
now. No, we
animals
don't-
being
we can't
killed.
justify.
Why would we justify animals being killed if we don't justify being people?
Like I said, for me, and I'm sure you're going to say it's not the case. But for me, I always think we're at the top of the food chain in terms of the militant power and in terms of eating. We need to eat, we need to survive.
Okay, let's
and
assume
every animal eats every other animal.
Let's
Well,
assume
carnivorous.
I pull out a gun right now, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a gun. Let's
Yeah.
assume I pull out a gun.
Yeah.
I would have power over you.
Yeah.
Does that justify me doing whatever I want to you because I have power over you? So how does it justify doing whatever we want to animals?
Because you would kill me in cold blood, right? And like I said, for me, I don't want animals killed unless there is a reason.
Well, there would be a reason for me. What do you mean? I need to exercise my shooting power.
No, but that's not a power. That's not an actual power.
I get benefit from it. I get better at shooting. What do you mean?
Okay, I love the justification. Yeah.
What, what benefit do you get? You get taste pleasure. I get actual benefit. I get better at protecting.
Yeah, I get.
by
Well,
using
maybe
a
it's
gun.
like maybe I can say I eat it because then I become a better food critic, right? There's so many ways you can spin it.
But come on, the reality is we all know that all of this is optional, right? Like that's the thing that we need to remember.
Yeah.
Animal products are all optional to us. Whether it is for
Yes.
diet, whether it
Very
is for clothing, whether it is for entertainment, as I said, killing for entertainment, right?
But historically, humans have eaten animals.
Historically, we've done a
Yeah.
lot of awful shit, right? Historically, we've raped.
Every animal does some awful shit historically.
We've raped. We've done all sorts of things, but we don't justify any of it by saying we've done it historically,
Yeah,
right?
but- yeah.
Like history isn't necessarily a map of excuses we could come up with, right? If somebody did something across our history, it doesn't mean we should do it too, because it's been done before.
Right.
So what I'm trying to get at is that because all of this is optional to us, that means we make conscious choice where we
Yeah.
consciously take the life of an animal. It
Yeah.
would be just as insane as me
But that's fine.
killing you only to
I've
practice
personally- Yeah.
me shooting a gun.
But like,
it's all
for
optional.
me, I've taken the lives of many. I'm Muslim. I've had to slaughter goats and through with prayer as well.
I mean,
But
you've
it's-
done that, I understand
yeah.
that, but do
And-
you
but I
think-
understand why. It's
but
for
do you
food,
think-
it's for sustenance. I give it to me, my family, my
No,
neighbor,
it's not. It's
my
not.
neighbors.
No,
right?
because you
It
can.
feeds them.
But you can get it from any other source. Any other source. Plants, plant-based products. Again,
Yeah,
why would
I
you?
just don't want to. That's the thing, and most people don't want to.
So,
just have a
so
plant-based
again, me
diet.
justify. I could go to a gun range and shoot a gun range, or I could come and kill you, and I would say, well, I just don't want to go to a gun range. How would
Yeah.
that be justified towards you?
Yeah. I know, but it's not like cavemen. Well, I guess cavemen were out there killing and clubbing people.
What does
rival
cavemen have to do
factions.
with
like
any
we're,
of
we're all
this?
cavemen at the end of the day. I truly believe that. Like we haven't evolved fast enough to today's modern society. We are still stuck in those primitive ways because evolution hasn't caught up with this way of living. Like having a Christmas tree with lights around and like bags.
How do you get your
and-
food? Do you not get into go into a supermarket or into a restaurant?
It's very unnatural. Yeah, but I'm talking about.
So if you go into a
evolutionary-wise, the
supermarket and the
internal-
restaurant, what's keeping you from moving your hand 1 meter to the right and picking something else which doesn't kill an innocent animal, doesn't exploit an innocent
Trying
animal?
to kill a plant. Plants are living beings. You're
But
still
they're not
killing them.
sentient, they don't have
They are
emotions.
sentient, actually. They have
Nah,
emotions. When
they're
they get
not.
hurt, they have chemicals that get released and tell other plants and animals
They're not.
that they don't feel pain, but they do feel.
Come on, man. Are you telling me if I go and cut
Yeah,
this grass
it'll,
is the
it'll,
same
yeah,
as...
yeah. There's chemicals released saying to other plants. By the way,
chemicals
I've been
released,
caught.
it's
Yeah, there's
not-
pheromones.
It's not.
I've
it's,
done this
it's,
for
it's
school.
just a
I've-
biological mechanism. It's a mechanistic thing.
Yeah.
It's not. They don't have a will. They don't have a personality.
Yeah.
They don't have a brain, a subjective experience. We
Yeah.
have all that, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me you're the same as a plant. Are you the same as a plant?
Genetically, a bit, because we all are.
Well,
But
genetically
I'm
we're
not- other
close
than
to
that,
them,
not
but we're
really.
not the same, right?
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not like we're different.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I get it.
We
I mean,
justify.
I
we have
just- yeah.
thoughts. We have emotions. Animals have that. Why? How can we justify doing this to animals for that?
Yeah, because they taste good and they provide, leather.
But that can be said
materials,
about
goods.
all, absolutely anybody. That can be said about you also. You
Yeah.
could taste good, and would that
Fine.
justify
I mean, if someone
kill-
comes and kills me and eats me and then uses my skin as leather, I'd be like, you know what? At least I didn't die and just end up in a ditch somewhere. At least I was used, which is kind of messed
You're
up.
being disingenuous.
Yeah.
You're calling it messed up. It's
It is
kind of
messed
messed up then. But it's kind of messed up, but I'll justify it anyway because otherwise I will need to change it and I'll be a hypocrite. Come on, admit it. It's wrong to do this to animals.
It's fine, but it's not that wrong. Like
It's
like
not
I
that
s-
wrong.
to me, it'll always be we're at the top of the food chain. We can kill animals.
Let
and
me
eat
ask you
them.
this: if I take a dog from a street every day, I take a dog, and I punch them to death.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, the
Is
thing
that wrong?
That's don't happen like that in farms.
Is that wrong?
It's it's wrong because it's inhumane. That's like that don't happen in
Oh,
slaughter.
is there a humane
in
way of
slaughterhouses.
killing?
Yeah, there are many inhumane ways.
Okay, well.
Electrocution, slaughter.
Oh,
by
tell me
in
more.
Islam, anyways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, in Islam they don't electrocute them, no.
No, we don't.
No.
We make them.
Yeah, I know
Make
you.
them feel pain. Geez.
Yeah. So please tell me what part of this is humane. Let's. This is the killing of a cow, right? Tell me what part of this is humane. It's the killing of a cow. He used a stun gun, as you see. Oh look, it's so humane. Look how nice it is to the animal.
I mean, a killing's never going to be nice to look at.
Oh, but it's humane. What do you mean? You should send your pet
Is
here.
that? Oh, it's a stun gun. Yeah.
It's a stun
I thought
gun.
it was just an actual gun. Yeah, but the thing is, if you notice, he did do it right on his brain. So,
No, sometimes they wake up. Yeah, and then
Damn.
they slash their throat.
Well,
Let
that's
them
what
bleed
for
to
a
death.
piece of cheese.
Oh yeah, it is because these are dairy cows who can no longer be sexually exploited and then they get killed.
Yeah. But do they get used as food in this situation? Well, in some cases they probably don't.
Who gives a shit, man?
Well, it happened. Well, like I said, it depends on how they use it. Are they gonna skin it and then have it for leather? They're gonna have it for food. You know, there's
Who
differences.
cares?
Like it's.
Can I kill people for food?
We're not. Well, that's a different conversation.
Why?
Right.
How
We
is
have
that
laws
different?
Protecting us. Well,
So,
from doing that.
Well, who cares? I'm talking about morals. Do you think morally speaking
Ah,
it's
yeah,
the
they're
same?
tasty. I'll do it. You know what I mean? I
So
don't care.
so you'd kill humans
No,
for food.
Animals, not humans.
What's the difference?
There is a difference.
What
We're
is
the
it?
same species.
So-
Right, we're a community. It's a
Okay,
big
so you
difference.
only kill individuals that are not part of the same group as you are.
No. I mean, as a humanity as a whole. I don't mean like just me, myself, and my group.
As you said, the same species, the same group.
Yeah.
So you're based.
There's a difference,
So
right.
so individuals from your group are protected, but everybody outside of your group is
No,
okay.
There are animal rights. The animals do have rights.
I'm not talking about legal rights. I'm talking about your morals.
Okay. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So do you think there's any other groups of people
Like,
in
if a
this
dog
world?
came and attacked me, I'd come and kill it.
Do you think there's any other groups of people in this world who have used the same justifications? Individuals from my group
Oh, yeah,
are
yeah.
safe, but other individuals we can do whatever we want.
Every single day.
Yeah. Do you think Nazis did the same, said the same thing?
Yeah, the Israel's doing the same thing. China's doing the same thing. Russia's
So
doing the
are
exact
you
same
proud
thing
to
right
be
now.
to
US
be
is doing
using the
same
same
thing.
mentality as Nazis, as all these
It is,
people?
it's war.
But
It
are
is
you
existing.
proud? Are you proud to be justifying your actions by using the same logic and mentality that these people have been using?
I wouldn't say it's my actions personally. I'm not involved in any of these
Oh,
wars.
it is.
but-
You are supporting when you're buying animal products. You're supporting the exploitation and killing of animals.
Yeah, innately, yeah. You're gonna be accepting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But that's something I can live with.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're using exactly the same logic as Nazi people did, because they didn't just
That
the
was
individuals
just
that weren't part of the same group as them.
They were just killed.
They were just killed or used whatever they wanted, right? They actually were used and killed it.
Experiments and-
Yeah. So
It's
you
messed
think
up
using
and-
them this way is okay?
Who?
Like animals. Like again, do you think your logic is okay to use? Because perpetuating your logic would only mean other groups could use your logic against you. Would only mean other groups could use, right? Like, why is it that you are so stuck with this logic and want to continue using it? Like, why is it that you are okay being an animal abuser but not okay being a human abuser? Like, why?
Because we're this, like I said, we're the same species, right? There's just many more laws
So what?
against.
So what?
And also morally, I
How
don't
is
want
that
to be
logical?
abusing
That's not
humans
logical.
ever.
Us being the same
Well,
species
it's
is not
like
logical.
us, we've got to eat. It all boils down to what we
We
need.
gotta eat. We can
we
eat
gotta
plants and
use.
plant-based products. We don't have to eat sentient beings.
Yeah, but people choose not to. Like that's just the crux
But
of it.
again, you see, we run in circles because you justify your logic by saying we
do-
gotta
we
eat.
do- we do have to
We
eat.
gotta
You've
eat.
gotta
Well,
admit
no,
to
no, we don't
yourself
have
we
to
do
eat.
have to eat.
But we have.
And-
I have to have sex. Doesn't mean I have to rape women,
Yeah.
right?
But that's different. 'cause now
Why?
it's
How is that
animals versus
different?
Humans
So
as
what
well.
is that? I'm trying to find out what that difference is for you. We just go around in circles. I'm just trying to understand what makes you justify.
I'm not
How do you
justifying it.
justify killing animals but not humans? You said you killed animals. How do you
Yeah, I
justify
have.
killing
Because
animals?
I knew it was, like I said, I knew it was gonna feed. my
How do you
family.
justify killing animals and not humans? Why
Because-
didn't you kill humans to feed your family?
Come on, talk. I mean, do you listen to yourself? Come on.
What?
What? Like, there's a big difference.
What
Like,
is
I'm
that?
not gonna
I'm
kill
trying
my
to find
neighbor
out
go
what is
feed
that
my
difference.
neighbor.
What is that difference?
That it's a food group that we eat very regularly.
What is
humans
that difference?
don't eat humans.
And why is it that you don't eat humans?
Because that's just not. Well, first of all, if you ate their liver, we would start hallucinating. Secondly,
you can eat their muscles.
Yeah, but that's not something that most people are interested in.
Who cares? I'm asking why you don't do it.
Because it's not part of what.
So you only do what people. You only do what other people do.
We're not cannibalistic humans.
So
like
you only do what other
psychologically.
people do.
No, it tastes good. I'm not like Dexter. Like I'm not. If I wanted to kill people, I would, but like I don't. Right? The people do it.
And you can't explain why you don't want
No,
to
it's
kill
just an
humans.
innate
Yeah, it's just something that
moral-
comes to you.
Yeah.
How about I tell you
Are you
why?
vegan or vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm vegan. How about I tell you why? The reason why why you don't kill humans but you kill animals
Let's
is
hear it.
because you see animals as inferior. Is because
But that's-
somebody at
that's
some
the
point.
food chain.
But
That's
they're
what
not
the food chain I'm
inferior.
talking about.
Well, they're not inferior,
It's
right?
not like literally, oh,
Yeah.
this animal's below me. I view it as a food source.
Yeah, but if I see you as inferior,
material
using your own logic against you, I could justify killing you.
Yeah, I mean, it
if
happens
I see
all
you,
the time,
It
though.
happens
I
all
live
the
in-
time,
I
but
live
you
in
do-
London,
but
like,
you
if
don't
it happens, it happens,
but you
like-
don't condone it.
No.
That's the difference. This one you see that's the thing. One person killing another person, you say it happens, but it's bad.
Yeah.
One person killing an animal, you say it should happen. There's a
No,
difference.
I'm not saying it should. I should say.
What do you
I
mean?
say it should morally it should happen in a controlled and safe environment and legal environment.
Why
I'm not
shouldn't
saying
the
you can
same-
just go around shooting
and
an
again, why
animal
shouldn't
and then
the
letting
same-
it bleed out for 2 hours.
No,
right?
we're going in circles. We're
Yeah,
going in
but
circles.
like-
There's no
yeah.
purpose. There's no purpose. We're going in circles.
Yeah.
Like
well,
one.
you're not gonna convince me to become vegetarian or vegan. I don't.
I'm
feel
not
bad
going to
for plants.
convince you to stop being an animal abuser. I understand that, but you gotta
I'll
understand that.
abuse 'em.
Say it again.
I'll abuse them. I want to eat a steak, you know.
Yeah,
But, like-
to each their own. You know, I personally don't abuse animals. I respect animals, but if you want to be an
Fair
animal
enough, though.
abuser,
That's
that
good. I'm not. I wouldn't say it's an
I
animal
mean-
abuser. I wouldn't put words in like I would. If you're gonna label me as that.
I'm not labeling you as that. I'm just calling you what you are because you are literally
Well, that's
taking
an
their
even
life
more
for optional
connotation. Yeah,
products.
I'm an animal abuser.
What? How do you define abuse?
Well,
You
we've
said
already-
harm,
we've already
right?
Just, we've
You said
already
harming
answered
them
it.
physically or emotionally.
Yeah, that's a
Or
very.
do you think
like I
cutting
said,
their
I'm-
throat is not harming them physically or emotionally?
Yeah, that's a bad way. Like I've done it when
Okay,
I was a kid.
there
I
you
just
go.
didn't enjoy it. Right? Like it's not something I'd like to see. I would rather.
Why?
it
You're
much
getting food
quicker.
from it. You should enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't want. It's suffering, right? Like you said, it is a bit of animal abuse.
So you are an animal abuser. I'm not. This isn't a.
I have.
This isn't a prerogative thing of calling you. You are objectively an animal abuser.
But like then now I feel like now you're looking at me as an inferior person. And if you did have a gun, you shoot me because I eat animals and you don't.
I mean, I don't know. Theoretically, morally speaking, you are drawing an arbitrary line just because you were taught at some point that that line should be drawn. You are strictly abiding to the rules that you were taught. Society has taught me that
Yeah.
these animals should be exploited, these animals should not be exploited. You are saying I was brought up in a religion that says it's okay to do this to animals. In fact, I should do this to some animals. So I got out of my social conditioning and I tried to think for myself. You don't. So yes, theoretically, I do think of myself as a little bit superior to you, and I'm sorry about that. But I would never ever exploit you for that.
Well, I
I
don't
would
know,
never
you might.
justify doing any
You
of
know.
it because regardless
fine.
regardless of all of this, I don't believe that I am superior to you. I believe that there is just this one part of me that is superior to you, which is my empathy, which is my sense of justice, which
I
is
don't need anyone to feel empathetic because I eat cows or steak and you don't. Like that's fine.
I'm
But if
not,
you
I'm not, I'm
choose
not
to-
feeling superior to you. As I said, I just
Yeah.
think my sense of justice is superior to yours. You might be more intelligent than
fine.
me. You might have other things, but I'm just saying that I don't think you, as an individual, can ever say you're being a fair person. I don't think you are a fair
Nobody's
person.
a fair person at all.
Well,
mean, at
I
the end of the day,
strive
you're-
to be
you're
a fair
killing plants
person.
and animals, and you're killing plants, and they, like I said, they're living beings.
They're not sentient though.
So, but they're still living at the end of the day.
Doesn't matter.
You know
You
what I mean?
kill.
You're killing them well before their life
But
cycle
as
ends.
you said, you have to eat, right?
Yeah.
I have to eat.
Yeah.
So
Well, now
why?
you're putting your own justification. My own justification. To
No,
support your
because I
argument.
really have to eat. I don't have to eat sentient beings.
Sorry?
I don't have to eat humans. I don't have to eat
But
animals.
you don't have to not eat them. Like, what if that's just in my head? I think it's just better eating meat and sentient beings rather than non-sentient. Because I feel like, we shouldn't be.
Do you
killing
know why
them.
sentience matters?
Does it matter?
It's not an arbitrary line. Do you know why sentience matters? Do you know why it's bad to harm humans? Because I'm assuming you know why it's bad. I'm assuming you think it's bad to harm humans.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why it's bad to harm humans, conceptually, if you think about it, is because the human being who would be harmed would feel the consequences of that harm onto them, right?
Yeah.
Like if I were to kick somebody, it's bad because they would feel my kick onto them, right?
Yeah.
If I were to punch somebody, it's bad because they would feel my punch onto them. It's the same with animals. It's because they would feel it. That's why it's bad. That's called sentience. That's why sentience matters.
Yeah.
If you're not sentient, if
But
you
some
can't
pe-
feel, if I go around punching a fence, the fence won't feel it. It's not bad towards the fence.
Yeah. The plant will feel it. They'll react to it.
Well, they react to
not
it, but
like
they won't
literal
feel it.
feeling,
My phone
but-
reacts to the stimuli, to me touching it. My phone reacts to light. It doesn't mean that it feels. It's just a mechanistic
Yeah,
thing.
it is mechanistic, but some people could have an argument that that sort of is sentience in a way. Obviously not literal sentience.
Yeah, but that
And
wouldn't
they'll
be
like, then
genuine.
You'll feel bad and be like, oh man, I'm hurt.
That wouldn't be
too.
genuine, though.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
but I'm just saying there could be an argument drawn there too.
you could draw all sorts of arguments to try and justify
That's
something
all we're-
horrific.
that's
but,
all we're doing.
But
We're
even
just
if you
drawing-
are drawing that argument, again, animals are fed plants.
Yeah.
So you're killing more plants either way when you're eating an animal.
Yeah.
So you should minimize that anyway. So if you don't want to kill any living being, then being vegan anyway makes sense because
No,
you're
I
killing
don't think
the
I
least
could do it
amount.
personally, though.
I mean, I think you can. It's just
I
that you
could,
don't
but
want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever would want to.
At least you're okay with being an animal abuser.
Yeah,
What
I'm
am I
okay-
to say?
I'm okay with it. It is
Yeah, I don't
well,
think you should be okay with it, but
I know.
it is
Yeah,
what it is.
It is what it is. All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy the combo though.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. What's your name?
Chip.
Chip? No,
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
What's
I would
your
say
Instagram, by the way?
That's Chip Guy. My Instagram. I'm on YouTube now, but
Oh,
my
I'll give you a follow.
on Instagram I'm Real Chip Guy.
Oops. Chip? Like CHIP?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still gonna take what you've said into account.
I hope
do
you
know I
think
need to
about
eat
it a
less
lot.
meat.
About.
I try to eat less meat, but not really. The way I grew up, just.
I
did not
understand.
have enough.
I've also been part of it,
And
man.
like it's
but
so ingrained into me. Like
And-
I said, if it's not breakfast, for lunch and dinner, usually I'm eating eggs or I'm eating meat, which is terrible, right? Like you shouldn't be eating that much all the time.
Listen, I know it's been a little bit confrontational, the conversation, and I hope that out of all of this, you understand that I'm only speaking up for animals.
Yeah.
You can be upset on me, but don't be
I'm not
upset on
upset.
them.
I'm not upset at all.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just like, I feel like we as a society need to evolve, and just because we were born in, like, throughout human history, everybody was born into something. If we didn't evolve, if we didn't come out of it, we never would have gotten where we are.
Yeah.
So we need to come out of this.
Very
We need
true.
to stop exploiting innocent animals. At some point, you'll see we'll look back in the future. I mean, you probably won't because we'll all die.
Yeah.
But at some point
This
in
is
the
100
future,
years in the future, yeah.
hundreds of years in the future, we'll look back
We'll be
at
like,
this
"Damn,
stage
we actually killed
and
all the
say,
cows
yeah,
just
and
to eat."
we'll say
Yeah.
how fucked up it was it that
Yeah.
we were
Definitely,
enslaving them,
yeah.
exploiting them, and
Yeah.
killing them.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Down the
but-
line, we're gonna look at it.
But why not?
Yeah,
why
you know
not
what?
be
I'll-
why
I'll-
not
I'll
be
t-
part
I'll-
of the good side of history?
Yeah.
Why not be part of the
And
bad?
I'll do some research and I'll figure out some ways I can get more of my nourishment through plants, and because I know I personally do eat a lot of meat. I know it'll catch up to me.
Maybe this will help you out. You have at the end, you have some resources here. If you scan this, you'll have some resources and everything to help
All
you
right,
out.
I will though. Thank you.
Okay, nice.
Appreciate it.
Nice talking
yeah,
to
nice
you.
meeting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you.
Have a good one. Okay, everybody, that's it. That's it. We're done. I'm tired. I gotta go to the bathroom. That's it. No, we're not doing it anymore. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. Okay. He didn't want to be on camera. What a selfish, entitled, arrogant. Yeah, well, we had a conversation. In the end, so he softened up a little bit. I don't know what to tell you. I was trying to be a little bit of non-nonsense out of it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when we're live again. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you so much for everybody who donated. Thank you for the moderators who did an excellent job today. Thank you for everybody who stayed in the chat and had conversations with people. Thank you for being here, everybody. Just thank you for being here. Hey, Peg, nice to see you here. And I wish you an awesome day, an awesome holiday, and I hope to see you. Maybe I'll come at Skies and we'll see each other again. And if not, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please. If you're not vegan, go vegan. If you're vegan, go speak up for animals, and let's liberate them. Let's make this world a better place. 2025, which is coming up, it will be the year where we make the biggest difference, okay? It will be the best year ever. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, Peg, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Honestly, I would be staying for a little bit longer and have conversations, but I really have to go to the bathroom. It's an emergency. But thank you so much, everybody. Have an awesome day, and yeah, have an awesome day. And subscribe. Don't forget about that subscription.